All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Let's tweet out the stream. Oh, gotta unplug the Elgato. All right, so we are playing the Season 3 Reloaded update in Black Ops 6. This came out yesterday, I think, or yeah, it came out yesterday. I just didn't get a chance to play it. I was busy, so we're gonna play it now. We're gonna try out pretty much everything there is to offer in it. Starting off with the Zombie Snacks mode. Don't know what map I want to play for it, to be honest. We could start with Terminus. That could be interesting. Oh, let me see, because if you do the Easter egg, you get a free gobble gum. Which Easter egg do I feel like doing? I'm gonna try Terminus. I haven't done Terminus in so long. Edit loadout. Let's do the Maelstrom, because I did hear this got buffed. But to be honest, I don't know what's like the best class to use for it, so we're just gonna put on some random shit and hope for that. I don't really have many attachments for it, so there's that. Okay. That works. And let me just change this. Okay. Let's go. Kind of excited, actually, just to try this out. How's everyone doing? What's up, Tank Dempsey? Still have yet to tweet out the stream. I should probably do it. There we go. Okay. I literally don't think I've played Terminus in like at least 3 months, maybe even more than that. I have not played Terminus in a long time. It's a good map. I just have had no reason to go back to it. Okay. Oh, Seth Rogen talks to you in this. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? I really didn't need Seth Rogen to talk me through this mode. He's probably just at the start, though, I would assume, right? So I don't know how good this is now, but all I know is they buffed it. What's up, Chad? How you doing?
Been a long ass time since I saw action.
Am I actually your favorite human?
Get back in the zone.
What is that? Cereal? So I don't really know how the mode works, to be honest. I didn't even look up the description of it, but I guess we'll find out.
That's awesome.
What is going on? Why am I all purple? Oh, is this that thing? I think I remember hearing about this. It's like a streak or something. Oh, your energy drains when you run. And then you gotta pick up snacks to keep the energy going? I was gonna do the DE Easter egg, but I guess I'll watch you do the Easter egg. That sounds good. I love putting like streams and stuff on in the background when I'm playing zombies. When I'm not streaming and I'm just regularly playing zombies, that's usually what I do. Dude, where is the last zombie? I like this music. I heard this mode has some pretty good music, which makes me think like, oh my god, I've never had to do, I don't think I've ever had the dudes shoot back at me in this. We really need some snacks. We're running low.
Fuck me. You two deserve each other.
I'm not gonna judge this mode yet, but I will give an opinion at the end of it. I've heard mixed things online. Some people are saying it's fun. Some people are saying it sucks. It's kind of mixed. I know for a fact the one thing I'm gonna hate about it is the fact that it's an LTM. Like, can we stop with the LTMs, please? Oh my goodness. I need someone to try to like explain why they do LTMs. Like, why not just make it permanent? I don't get it. I'm sure there's a reason. I'd like to know the reason though. Watching The Walking Dead on season 3, wish Shane was a character throughout the whole series and the final villain. It just ain't the same without him. Yeah, he's great, but at the same time, I think the series, it worked out in the way that it did, you know. You don't appreciate BO6 Zombies until you play Cold War again and realize how bare bones it is with no crew. I did revisit Cold War a couple times recently. Like I revisited it to play Mauer to Toten before I did the DLC 3 ranking. I did the same with Outbreak and Firebase C for the other ranking videos. And yeah, you definitely you get a lot more there's a lot more to love about this game than Cold War for sure. Dude, I need snacks. Where are these snacks? Why are the snacks like just not dropping? Excuse me?
I tried to warn you, but did you listen?
I don't know who Dookie. Don't join me, please. This is a solo match, Dookie. Whoever that is. I probably have it unclosed anyways. Dude, where are the snacks? Maybe another time, Dookie, though. Maybe another time. Alright, I don't know how to get these snacks to drop, but if we don't get them, like, now, we're gonna be dead. That's an insta-kill. It's not a snack.
Insta-kill.
Am I doing something wrong here? Like, where are the snacks? Maybe there's other ways to get health that I'm just not doing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where to get these snacks from.
Damn, it feels good to be boots on the ground again.
What's up, Tim? How you doing, Tim? How you doing? I'm doing good, Tank Dempsey.
I tend to prefer a warm brand.
Oh, do not slide. Sliding takes away a lot of your health. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where these snacks are at.
Tear them to pieces.
We're definitely gonna die.
The bastards out.
What was I supposed to do there, man? The snacks were not dropping. I'm not gonna lie, this Maelstrom is not better than the HG. I'm sorry. HG is good until like round 10, even on gray rarity. This thing's kind of weak.
Let me stop you right there.
All right, where's that ammo crate? All right, all right, all right, all right. We're at 36. This is going rough.
I only know you by reputation, and I don't expect
The music goes hard. That's the best thing about this mode so far.
such contempt.
My eyes ain't
No
seen
auto
that
health
shit
regen.
in
Instead, you have
a
energy,
long
which depletes from moving. Snacks, perks, gums, stim shots, refill energy. Oh, perks and gums and stim shots refill. Okay. So you tell me I got to use one of my gobble gums just to refill my energy? Oh my goodness. I guess I had to do it. Oh, that's kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie, because that's their way of getting people to spend their gobble gums. They're like, oh, we got to make sure that gobble gums is one of the ways to get your health back. But like, explain to me why there's like no snacks dropping. That's what I don't get. I thought there was gonna be more snacks to drop. Okay, well let's... Never mind. We gotta throw on the power first. This is going horribly. You know what? I never use my gobble gums. We'll use them anyways. I literally, I don't think I ever use gobble gums. Which is why I put on the blue rarity ones, because I was like, well, you know what? If I'm gonna use any, I might as well put on the lowest rarity ones. Snacks? Oh yes, there we go. There we go. Where's an ammo crate? Are you kidding me? All right, we're not using the Maelstrom in the next game. I know it's a good gun, I know, but I think you gotta pack a punch it before it does anything decent. That's not a great gun. Now the ASG, that carries. But to be fair, I also don't have like any attachments on it though. Reason why I think DLC 5 hasn't been data mined is because it's still being worked on, and since the outbreak mode was scrapped. So here's my theory. I'll give you my theory, right? I think what gun should we use? I'm gonna use the, what is that one gun called? The AMAX. People will tell me the AMAX is really good, but I have literally not used it, so I don't have the proper attachments, but we'll rock that. Okay. Standard, no, not standard. Zombie snacks, solo, terminus. Okay. What was I saying? I think the reason it hasn't been data mined, I think it's because it's literally going to be Liberty Falls, but like destroyed. Because I mean, that's a lot of leakers have been kind of like hinting at that, but also, like you said, I think because it was originally going to be some like they were going to have some outbreak map thing that was going to connect. I mean, this is, again, it's all rumors, it's speculation, it's not really like confirmed, but like an outbreak thing that connects Liberty Falls, Shadowed Vale, and Janus Towers. And so, yeah, I think they're just going to do something like that for DLC 5, but it's going to be like a destroyed version of them. But I don't know. For me, I kind of just, that doesn't sound that interesting. Wait, what? This gun's single shot. Oh my, did I put an attachment that makes it single shot? I gotta look at the attachments that I put on. I gotta read, bro. I gotta read. I don't read shit. All right, you know what? I don't think we're gonna be keeping this gun. You know, this is what I get for trying new things. I don't read the attachments.
Right now, it's a question of priorities, and we got some dead meat to grind.
Killing 10 zombies without getting hit equals flow state. So flow state's that purple thing, right? That we had that last game. Yeah, so that's what I'm in right now. Ice cream, thank you, thank you. Damn, those guys don't actually like die as quick as they used to. Cereal, we're getting a lot more snacks this time. Nice. Probably shouldn't slide. Sniping them from afar. This gun's not half bad, actually. I mean, it's round 1. I mean, maybe I shouldn't judge right away. I think Outbreak was the reason why 3 out of the maps are so close. Yeah, I do too. You know what? Here's my theory. So I already gave part of my theory, but I'll give more of it now. I think this game was going to originally have a lot more unique maps. But like you said, I think some way through the DLC, they found out that they had, or some way through development, they found out they have to make a second game right after BO6. So they probably said, we got to take some of these maps and put them into the next game. So maybe they had some Liberty Falls Outbreak experience that they were working on, and they said, okay, we got to take each of these locations, split them in half into their own maps, because we have to make sure there's enough maps for the whole game. You know what I mean?
Please stand by.
Because then it starts to make more sense. You know, it starts to make more sense why they have, like, I can't think of a single other time where we've had that many maps that take place in the same area in zombies. It just doesn't happen, you know?
I only know her by reputation for the sick shit she's done to people.
Yeah, this thing's kind of smoking.
Like you, Peckerwood.
Air unit energized. Area 2 online.
I'm never leaving this flow state.
Modi has gone too far. She fished my
In refrigerator power makes it so all zombies drop snacks for 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know, because I would have just been having to figure that shit on the go. We got cheese. Maybe I should just keep this gun, see what happens. Maybe it's secretly really good, who knows. I'd say snacks are pretty sparse rounds 1 to 10, but get better in the higher rounds. Oh, okay.
That's the sweet, sweet scent of freedom.
Those are corpses. What you're smelling is putrescine and
The MX is insane. That's what I've been hearing. I just don't know what the I'm pretty sure there's like specific attachments you got to be using to make it like really insane. At least GTA 6 being delayed means I can play BO7 without thinking about GTA 6 instead. That's my thought process, which is why I'm not really mad that it got delayed. Because I'm like, you know what? That means I can just focus on one game at a time. And I don't gotta be all, you know, like, that would be kind of frustrating if it's like BO6 or BO7 comes out and then GTA comes out like a week later. It would be rough. Especially for, as a content creator, that'd be rough. It would make Black Ops 7 also like less popular too, which isn't a good thing for a content creator, right?
With the enemy eye to eye, toe to toe.
It's good for the game though, because it means more competition, which means more likely that they'll be pumping out better content more consistently, you know?
Tear them to pieces.
Now, dude, the parasites are actually probably the hardest thing in this mode, because these guys aren't bad because you could just obviously re-heal pretty fast, but their hits are pretty lethal if you're not re-healing.
Max ammo.
And they haven't dropped a single stack. I don't agree with your last video. Oh wait, let me pick up this first. I don't agree with your latest video where video opinion where BO3 Gobblegums being too OP ruins them. I barely use them, but when I do, I'd rather than be OP, it's just more fun. I hated how weak the BO4 gums are. Yeah, and it's just difference of opinion at the end of the day, because like, I don't know, I'm of the opinion that I like OP things when it's like an actual like part of the map, you know what I mean? Like a piece of equipment being overpowered, or a wonder weapon, or a buildable. Like that is the type of like overpowered stuff that I love, especially if you like earned it, you know? But like something that you just kind of like, oh, it just gives you more points, or it lets you get like everything like right away. Like that isn't as like fun to me when that's like overpowered. But yeah, it's just a personal opinion. Oh, is this the refrigerator? Nice.
Just ground the fucker.
Oh, this music's a remix of the Black Ops 6 main theme. Just realized that. Donut. They kind of had a mode like this in Outbreak, right? Where you have to pick up food and eat it.
Took me a decade to get over Nam. God knows how long it'll take to wash off this place. All this science gear must be a jackpot.
EMX with max attachments and double one-shots past the health cap. And double tap past the health cap. I guess it depends on the attachments, right?
Amp unit energized. Area 3 online.
Boom. But yeah, no, about the Gobblegum thing, like, I get it. I knew that was a hot take. I didn't think people were gonna agree with me. But I stand by it. If I pack a punch EMX right now, is it gonna make it full auto? Probably not, right? I should just hit the mystery box for a different gun. Something tells me this gun's not gonna be that good for the boss. And see, I'm trying to actually kill the Patient 13 boss.
Most will be refused.
Is BO7 the best zombies you... If BO7 is the best zombies, you give me a smooch... No, bro. You know what? I'm gonna say deal just because it definitely won't be the best zombies. No, I'm kidding. You know, honestly, I guess a question I'm gonna give everyone. Do you think there ever will be a new zombies that's gonna be like the new best? You know what I mean? Like, whatever your current favorite zombies mode is, do you think that will ever be beaten by another zombies mode in the future? I'm gonna personally say it's possible, but I don't think it's likely in the near future. But I think it's possible someday. Oh my god. Get away. I know I don't know if this is gonna end up being a great mode necessarily, but I do think I like the concept of it better than Cranked. I feel like Cranked is just too simple. Like it's not that different than just playing regularly. It's just you play a little faster. Right? That doesn't really excite me that much. I don't know. I think this is at least making you play quite differently, so I like that. Marine SP, sure. Why the hell not? They did buff this. Oh, that's kind of funny that I got this because they did buff it. Maybe I will use it. See how good it is against Patient 13 with the buff. What map should I do? Thinking Citadel? I was thinking Citadel, but you know what? I haven't played this map in so long, so I was like, sounds like a good time to play this. Is that a refrigerator? No, it is not. Boom. Swimming's probably gonna take a lot of stuff away from me. So I guess sprinting is going to take it away faster than crouching, but you also... Oh no, it doesn't. So there's no point of not sprinting then. Never mind. At least I think, right? Oh shit. Get back. Nice. I don't know how we pulled that off, but we did.
Now that is a fucking upgrade. Shooting up shit, your head's up vital.
Nice.
Learn that at West Point.
Nailed it.
I might have taken a little too much off the top. But that
Give me that, give me that. I've been replaying every zombies map, and attack might be the most underrated map. Attack is really good. I just wish it looked a bit better. And I mean, I like the Easter egg. I actually think it's pretty good. I get why people don't like the Easter egg, but I personally like it. Get down.
That form may be a crucial element yet to reveal its worth.
Yeah, I think we could just sprint. I really don't think it's taking anything away faster. At first I thought it was, but it doesn't look like it. Multi-basic resonator.
Power source. Golly gee, Dr. Beck. What do I do with the gizmo now? Well,
Just think of how much more replayable this game would be if they just left the LTMs all in.
and figure it out.
Ain't got time for this. Anyone got a cheat sheet?
Oh my god, so many zombies spawning in there.
I'm still standing. How about you fuckheads? Step the fuck back.
Okay.
That's an order.
Let's do this. Let me press pause. Oh, you can't press pause while you're in this? That's stupid. Who decided that was an idea, huh? I wonder if I lose any health while I'm in this little mode here. I still have to write this shit down, by the way. Oh, I didn't even press the... Hold on. I forgot to hold X on the thingy so you get the little symbols. I don't think zombies can ever be a 10 out of 10 in this modern engine unless they revert mechanics. That's the thing. I don't think these mechanics are going to stick around forever. I would be so surprised if it's just these mechanics for life. No, because they always want to change and innovate. Like, I don't think they'll ever keep it the same. I mean, maybe there'll be certain things that'll stick around, but there will always be changes. I also do think, and it's, look, like, you know, I'm going to be honest in saying this. I don't want it to happen. Like, I don't want the games to fail. But I'm just saying, in terms of what would probably lead to bigger changes is if games started to just not perform as well. Like, if they didn't sell as well. Like, that's usually what causes franchises to change what they're doing significantly, is when they start not doing well. But the thing is COD does well all the time that, like, I don't think they have, like, a significant reason to make, like, big changes. I guess Warzone felt like it needed to change pretty heavily because I think Warzone was losing a lot of players.
Max ammo.
I guess they judge Warzone a bit differently because it's not part of the premium experience. But multiplayer and zombies is part of the premium experience, so I guess, you know, they judge it a bit differently.
Feel free to spread the electrified joy.
But I think it's possible. I honestly predict the BO7 is going to make some big changes, but not anything huge. Like, I'm not talking like huge. Like, I don't think I don't know. It's hard to say, which is why I'm so curious. Because, like, they could come out swinging and be like, classic point system, changing the loadout system. Like, they could do that, but I just don't think it's going to be that huge. I think maybe the point system will change, but I don't know. It's hard to say about anything else, though.
Can't be bothered to think for yourself.
Okay, so
Don't pay me to
X
do the thinking
is
for you.
22. Y is 10. Z is 21. I really don't know if I'm safe in this or not, so I guess we'll find out. That's 44 plus 11. That's 55 for the first number. And we got 2 times 21, which is 42. See, I enjoy doing stuff like this. For some reason, people are like, I don't want to do math on a zombies map. I don't get it, man. I think it's fun. Minus 5, that's 47. It's easy math, too. It's like, you know. 10 plus 21, 31. Minus 22. 9. Okay. Let's hope I did this right. Who knows? I'm kind of stupid sometimes, so. There we go. Okay, I'm glad you don't lose health when you're in that thing, because that would suck if you did. It would be like, what's the point? Like,
Multi-phasic resonator calibrated. Target located. Loading coordinates.
well, we need
By the way,
snacks. Or you know what? We can get Jug. I forgot that getting perks. Oh, perks make it go all the way up. Holy shit. Nice.
Just think of all the secrets it knows.
This is an interesting mode. I don't think it's gonna be, again, I don't think it's gonna, like, I'm not gonna be sitting here playing it every day, I don't think, but I like it. It's a cool idea. You know what would make me play it every day? A PvP mode, which I would love for them to do in Black Ops 7, I hope. I've been playing Blood of the Dead. I don't know why, because it's a great map. Blood of the Dead's interesting because I have liked it more and more over time, and I think the community has too. Like, people used to hate Blood of the Dead. I feel like people are more positive on it nowadays, though.
No one's gonna miss you, maggot meat.
Give me that. Why isn't that working? Oh, was that not the thing I was supposed to pick up? Did I even place the thing in here? Yeah, I did. It's just taking its sweet ass time, apparently.
That packet of energy seems attuned to the munition. Wow.
There we go.
Munition just wolfed that down.
These parasites are probably gonna be the hardest thing to go up against here. Oh, I keep missing it. I'm waiting for this guy to come closer so I don't have to drag it across the map. Yeah, it's not letting me pick it up when I'm reloading. That's why it wasn't working. Okay. By the way, all the DLC 5 being Liberty Falls ruins are jokes or theories, nothing concrete. Actually, I don't know about that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I do know people have been joking about it, but I also think there might be some truth to it. Like, I could be wrong, who knows, but like, there could be some truth to it, who knows. With every joke comes a little bit of truth. I don't know. I do hope it's a joke. Like, obviously the preferred DLC 5, if there is gonna be one, would be a completely original map, obviously. But is it possible to do some Liberty Falls ruins thing? Honestly, who knows? Who knows? I don't really need more than 4 DLC maps, to be honest. I just wish the maps themselves had more depth to them, because if they did, honestly, I wouldn't need more than 4 DLC. Like, 4 DLC is perfectly fine. That's what we usually get. But like, Problem is the maps just aren't really that full of depth, so it's like, you know, not a lot of like new content on the maps, I feel like. I was really thinking about this the other day, and this is really something that got my head turning, and I was like kind of pissed off. Think about score streaks for a minute. Why have we not had a single like new zombies unique score streak in this game? We had 2, and none of it all came at launch. There was the mangler injection, or no, the mutant injection and the mangler cannon, and that was all they added. But like, I think back to like Infinite Warfare, and I went through and counted because I was curious. Infinite Warfare had a total of 15 zombies unique like buildable like kind of score streaks. I call them score streaks. They kind of operate in a similar way. They had fucking 15 of them throughout the entire game, and this game has only had 2, and we're on DLC 3. I was like, you know, that's, to me, that's just strange. Like, why can't... Oh, nice, you don't lose any health when you're in the boat. That's good. I was like, well, why can't they manage to give us more there, you know? I think it's a resource problem. At the end of the day, it just comes down to resources. I think they're just literally, they don't have enough resources to do it. But I think that's what people don't like about score streaks. I feel like, you know, people would probably like score streaks more if we were getting like zombies unique ones. It's like, yeah, sure, the death machine's cool and all, but like, you know, it's just all stuff that's like, it's just copy and pasted for multiplayer, so it's not as exciting. Oh god, it's getting kind of rough out here. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Guess I'm doing that. We lose health when we're swimming? I don't even know. I need ammo. Not a parasite round. That's not good.
Didn't know you were dealing with a corpse-killing veteran, did you? Throw it septic.
Go, 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 go. There we go. Get out of here.
The harder the fight,
The fuck is that? Oh, that's the thing that drops with that. I don't think I've ever actually looked at what that item was. The point where when it just dropped there, I was kind of confused as to what it was. I'm not even lying. Zombies in peak land, some would say. It is a peak map. I don't think IW has a map below B tier. I personally think Beast from Beyond is maybe like C tier. I know most people would probably put it like D or F, but I like that you don't think any of them are below B tier though. I actually like to hear that, because not a lot of Beast from Beyond supporters out there. I'm one who forgives the map for a lot because I love Mephistopheles, and there are people out there who say Mephistopheles shouldn't be counted as part of Beast from Beyond. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because that is just, I feel like that's like, it's a case of someone doesn't like the map so much that they don't want to say anything positive about it, because they know they'll have to say something positive about it because of how good Mephistopheles is. But like, why not? Like, why can't you say that one positive thing about it? It's obviously part of the map. Just because it's only in Director's Cut does not mean it's not part of the map. It is 100% part of that map. So I feel like it's only fair to be like, yeah, that's like a pretty big, it's the best boss fight in Zombies history to me. So it's like, I can't call that a bad map if it has the best boss fight ever, you know? But yeah, the map has a lot of issues for sure. It's definitely an underwhelming map. But every other map, I would agree, yeah, it's definitely higher than B tier or higher in Infinite Warfare. Okay, let's get the Wonder Weapon. Haven't used a Beam Smasher in so long. This music is so good. The sound is not like, the sound team and everything, like they just so fucking good, man. They do such a good job. Like, oh my goodness, man. Why does Seth Rogen keep saying shit? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't want to. he just said you ate that whole thing. Does it matter which one you shoot? Maybe it has to be the one on the right. I always thought it could be either one. Am I crazy? What is that, refrigerator?
Somebody open the fridge. Your mouth
Oh, damn, we smoked him.
couldn't cash.
There we go.
We didn't have to pull it out the other end.
Get away. Oh my god, Seth Rogen's. Why are you laughing? I understand the math, but I don't understand the board on the left and what that has to do with the math. That tells you what the number is. Like which number you're at. Which number each variable. I don't know if I'm getting my terms right, man. It's been a while since I've been in a math class. You know, the X, Y's, and Z's. What do you think of Zombies Chronicles 2 being... Hold on, I just missed... what do you think of Zombies Chronicles 2 being in next year? It's the perfect time, a BO2 sequel having BO2 remakes. I think it should, although I don't really care if it does or not. Like, my preference, obviously, is always going to be new maps. Like, it's always just going to be, I want new maps. You know? But... Wait, is Quick Revive useless in this mode? If you don't regen health? Oh my god, Seth Rogen, stop. I need that snack. Okay, let me do this so I can actually get across.
Bonus points.
Well, I guess I'll just go this way. What was I reading? Yeah, so Zombie Chronicles 2. I personally, like, I don't really care about it too much because, I mean, I want new stuff. I'm so sick of the nostalgia and the, we gotta bring back these wonder weapons, and, like, I just want new maps. I want new locations, new ideas, new concepts, new everything. That's what I want, right? But if they have the ability to give us some reimaginings, not remakes, I do not want to see Transit the way it was done before. If it's gonna come back, it should be completely different, which is already a rumor that it's gonna happen. But like, if they do bring it back, like, I want it to be completely different. Same with Die Rise. Buried, it definitely could be more similar because Buried's actually a really good map. But even then, it should still be a bit different to set itself apart. Because that's the way I feel about remakes, is like, if it's a bad map, it's like, okay, I don't really care to see it be done. But if it's a really good map, why don't I just play the original? You know? But I think I would be more interested in, like, Transit, Die Rise, just because I think they could be improved more, you know? So I guess... Well, wait, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I don't know. Damn. Give me all these snacks. Okay. Death Machine feels more zombies than multiplayer at this point. Sure, but it kind of just, the idea is it still just comes from multiplayer, so it's not like something new that they added, you know? Because they could also just like find a way to zombify it, you know? Because even going back to the topic of like prior zombies games, think of the Sentry Gun, right? The Sentry Gun was in Black Ops 2. Was it? Actually, was the Sentry Gun in Black Ops 2 multiplayer? I don't even remember. It was definitely some part of those games. But instead of just bringing it back to zombies as just a sentry gun, they brought it in as a it was on like a lawnmower. Remember the trap you can get on Transit with the lawnmower? Like, that was a unique way to bring in the Death Machine, because it wasn't just bringing the Death Machine as is. Not Death Machine, the Sentry Turret. It was bringing it in a different way. So like stuff like that. And I don't really know what they would do with the Death Machine. Maybe just allow you to pack-a-punch it would probably be the one main way to make it more zombified, I guess. I don't know. There's definitely things they could do. What's your opinion on Seth Rogen being the zombie announcer? It doesn't really matter too much to me either way, to be honest. I mean, look, I'm a sucker for Infinite Warfare, and Infinite Warfare had celebrity cast members, right? But I think the reason that worked more for me is because those were celebrities of the past. Like, obviously they're still popular today, but like they were more, you know, well known back then. And also they were zombies maps, right? They weren't LTMs that are going to be gone in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? So like, I actually don't mind it. I think it actually is a cool concept, but If it was like for a zombies map rather than just a little LTM that's going to be gone soon anyways, then I think I would like it a lot more personally. But that's just me. What does that say? 3? Is it it's the small hand you're supposed to look at, right? 3? I don't even remember, man. I haven't done this Easter egg in so long. 3. 6. 3, 6. Ow.
Ready to impress me? I sure fucking hope so.
3, 6, 6. 3, 6, 6. My top 5 zombies maps are Buried, Zombies in Spaceland, Ancient Evil, Origins, and Mob. That is a solid top 5. Very similar to mine. Very, very similar. I think I would just switch out Buried for Garad Krovi. It wouldn't be in that order either, but, you know, close enough. I think we'll wait to do the Nathan boss fight. I kind of want to at least get this up to purple rarity before we jump into that. That's funny because I haven't fought Meth once. I just don't like the Venom X upgrade quest. Yeah, it's not a great quest, but that's the thing. Kind of why I mentioned, like, it really depends how you play the map. Director's Cut, you don't have to upgrade it. You could just get it right out of the mystery box and automatically pack a punch it. So it does change it quite a bit. Now, I don't mind upgrade quests at all. I just think that quest isn't the best. I don't think it's like terrible. I know a lot of people hate it, but I'm also a psychopath who enjoys really complex shit. So I don't know. But it definitely wasn't well designed compared to some other ones. Oh, damn.
Let's play Where's Karma. Tag, you're it.
All right, give me these.
Somebody open the fridge.
Damn, damn. Give me my snacks. Oh, we're out of ammo. Whoops. We just start the Nathan boss fight now. I think this gun's good enough. Actually, no, we're so close to purple rarity. Let's wait.
Double points.
Well, also, I want to pack a punch. Let me pack a punch of this.
Never seen a remodel go so fast. Mom's kitchen took 3 months.
Is there no salvage? Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. Where the hell is the station? Right over here. All right, this is definitely gonna smoke this dude. Boom.
And to think you guys had no faith in me. Bet you feel stupid now.
Want to use the classic HUD? To be honest, I think the classic HUD looks like shit. I'm gonna be honest. I think it looks like garbage. Like, just because it's classic doesn't automatically mean I think it's gonna look great. And I'll tell you why. I'll explain it, right? So let's actually, I'll switch to it just so people understand what I'm saying better. I'll show you right now why I think it looks terrible. And I think obviously the way I'm playing right now, it feels more classic to me just because, like, obviously there's no mini map. I don't have all this shit popping up in the middle of the screen. I don't really mind the perks in the middle of the screen because the classic HUD, the only thing it's technically changing is look at. So the standard without the mini map, that's what I don't have. This is kind of the Infinite Warfare HUD, basically, right? Where there's the round counter at the top, or even the BO4 HUD, kind of. But the perks are a lot smaller, so they don't really get in the way as much. And this works for me because it's the default. It's kind of what they intended. I don't have all the crap there that I don't need. That's fine. Classic to me looks like garbage. Like, yes, okay, it removes the stuff on the top left and right, which I don't really mind something being up there personally. I just mind it when it's something like a mini map and when it's on both sides. When it's on one side, it's fine. But what I hate about this classic HUD is look at the bottom left. I'm sorry, that looks like trash. This username, I don't know what you call it, the widget. I think the term would be widget, but like where the character icon is and your name and your plates and your points. This little widget here, this whole thing is designed to be in a corner. That's just how it is. The way it's shaped, the way it is designed to be in a corner. And I mean, look, this is something that I took a whole, I'm not going to try to act like I'm holier than thou, but I did take a whole UX certificate. This is one of the things that was in that. It was like, okay, when you design certain elements, you got to keep in mind what it's going to be up against. And if it's in the middle, if it's not on the corner, but it's designed to be in the corner, it's going to look kind of weird. And that's what I feel like is going on with this HUD here. The elements just kind of shoot out and they're not really supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Which obviously I get. They're making this HUD. They can't make, they're not going to move it around so substantially to like actually make it work. But the way it looks to me is just so messy. And then I hate how the perks just oddly sit in like the middle there. Whereas in the older games, they were like right next to the round counter. Now they're just kind of like oddly right there. When you get more perks, it doesn't look as bad. I still think it looks pretty bad like this. And then one of my least favorite parts is, you see the little numbers at the bottom left-hand side of the screen? Those numbers are only there because of the, it's like, I don't know, it's like the version of the game. I think they do it to like detect hackers or something. I don't know. But it doesn't look that bad when the other widget is right next to it because it kind of masks it a bit. It feels like it has more of a place there. But where it is right here, right next to the round counter, I think it looks terrible. But that's just my opinion. It's not really a big deal at the end of the day. But that's why I don't run the classic HUD. Like, although it says classic, I think it looks worse than this. Like, you know, I really do. And I hope me not using it doesn't make like, I don't want people to think I'm a hypocrite for complaining about the HUD all the time if I don't even use the quote-unquote classic HUD. I don't think it looks good, you know? The positioning is more like the older games, sure, but it just doesn't, they didn't design it to actually work well with that, you know? Oh my god, that was quick. Oh my goodness. Wow. I just hate perks being in the middle. That's fair, to be honest, but I would rather perks be in the middle than in that odd place that they are. Because, like, I'd rather them be in the middle or on the left, right? But they're kind of in, like, the middle left with the classic HUD in this game. And I think it looks weird to me. They don't really, like, fit in that position. And they also add on in a way where it's positioned, it's like positioned in the middle, but it's to the left. You know, pet peeve is one of those things that most people are not going to give a rat's ass about. I personally care, so there you go. The flow state is 10 times damage. Oh, I was probably in the flow state. You're right. I didn't even think about that. 10 times damage is insane, bro. Holy shit. Can I skip this? Yeah, I can skip this. That's insane. 10 times? Holy crap.
Okay, I found the protocol to access.
That makes more sense, though. I thought I was just on crack. I don't know. I was wondering. I was like, how was that so quick?
Got it? Chop chop.
But I guess that makes sense then. All right, where is this little thingy? Why is it always so hard to find? I think it's in the same place every time, but I always like can't find it. Oh no, do not give me that. What are you doing? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not seeing this. Oh, there it is. It's like hiding behind this fucking bush.
Hold on to that. Who knows what it opens? Maybe wipe it off first.
This music goes so hard. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Do these zombies hit like a truck in this mode? Just do no HUD? Yeah. That would be a great idea. Nail gun.
Good.
Trash. No, I'm sure it's good. I just don't want to use it.
Welcome to the grinder, meathole.
I should probably get some shield.
Insta kill.
All right,
Shock tactics. That's what I call.
let's go. Pineapple, give me that. Is there a boat down here? Nope. I always assume there's a boat down there. BO7 needs something to market BO7. I think that might be a classic mechanics. It could be. Because that could be a marketing technique that will work. If they're like, yeah, we got classic zombies back. People will be on board with that. They will. So, you might be right. I was gonna go watch Thunderbolts tomorrow, but storms are keeping me from it. Oh, that's not good. It's a great movie.
The network cables could be manually.
I do kind of hate storms. I'm not gonna lie. Like people like storms for some reason. Like I've heard people that are like, oh, I love storms. Why? You like your power going out? I don't like that. Ah! Damn, did they make this shit scarier? Because I feel like this is scarier than it used to be. This shit's really shaking. Give me that. Open sesame. This is the longest it's ever been for me. There we go.
Max ammo.
Where's the boat? No way I got rid of the boat. I don't know, man. I might have to swim it over. Wait, do I still have it? Yeah, I still have it. This is not a good idea. I'll grab a boat over here, I guess. Once the final perk is added, the perks will be right next to each other to the round counter. Well, only when you have all the perks, though. When you don't have them all, it's not going to be like that. So I still think, like I said, it just looks weird. You know, like, no matter what, I'm not going to like that HUD, to be honest. I think it's just not going to happen. I wish I did. I got so excited. I was like, oh, classic HUD, but I just don't feel like it's really classic, you know? Maybe I'm just a hater. I don't know. Okay, we gotta get some. We gotta get some snacks.
Fixing the network won't
Give me a
help.
snack.
The outbreak hit every Project Janus facility. Whoever you hope to contact
Nice.
is already dead.
Did you hear the Raining the Fire flow state music? Yeah, the music's great. I don't know if I heard that one specifically. It's a remix of the multiplayer theme, right? I feel like I did. I heard a remix of the campaign theme for sure. I don't know about the multiplayer one.
Turn them to pieces.
Oh, get away from me, please. Parasites are the most dangerous thing in this mode. Am I crazy, or did they not promise that the HUD would be fully customizable? Not really. There was a leak showing that you can like move around the items and stuff. I never thought that was gonna happen though. I honestly, when I saw that, I thought that was just like a developer tool or something. I didn't think that was actually something we were gonna be able to do. Because that sounded like a bit much. Like there's no way they're gonna let us move items wherever we want. Which I also think just doesn't, I don't know if I'd actually want that, to be honest. Because then it would get so like, you know, I already like, oh, holy shit, chill out with that. I already feel like I'm a perfectionist as is, where I gotta have everything be like perfect. I'd be like touching that stuff up like all the time, trying to move it around and make it absolutely perfect. Like, I honestly, at a certain point, I just want the games to just, the developers should know what they're doing. Just make it look good. I don't know, like, I don't think the players should have to be the ones to make it look, you know, like decent. But I do like the HUD customization, though. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just more so like when it comes to moving around the items, I think they should just place them properly to begin with. I don't really see the point of it being like something that we could all do ourselves.
My name is Strauss.
Oh my
Associates and I need
God.
urgent assistance to escape this facility.
We are close to death. We might have to buy Speed Cola. Where's Speed Cola?
Others with you?
Speed Cola!
Damn straight.
Where are
Who the fuck
you?
is this?
You can tell I haven't played the, you can tell I haven't gotten Speed Cola that many times on this map, because, I
Explain
don't
yourself.
even know where to look. There we go.
You sound like Agent Maxis.
She was my source code. The true Samantha
Nice.
Maxis sacrificed herself to save your world.
Yeah. May she, rest in peace.
Do not worry, Peck. I do not share her.
Oh, I should probably, oh, I don't even have enough to get armor, actually.
Is to get you all off the time.
Well, if you can hijack Modi's mini sub, you can get back my warheads and make our getaway.
I can do that. But I
Dude, the Seth Rogen laugh, man, it's fun.
everyone gather at the
Come on now. Do you think the Super Easter egg will be better than IW? Kevin Drew said that he wanted to do it to be the best Super Easter egg of all time. No, just because of how incentivized Gobblegum sales are. Well, okay, here's the thing.
I'd say that was
I won't say it's not going to be like good at all. In terms of like, it could be a really cool Super Easter egg, right? It could be a really fun Easter egg of some sort, whatever it may be. But in terms of rewards, I don't think it's going to be like starting with 25,000 points, starting with all the perks. Because then why would anyone use Perkaholic? Why would anyone, you know what I mean? Why would anyone use anything? So they probably aren't going to want to add something like that in, but I could be wrong. Like, I hope I'm proven wrong, because I would love a director's cut type thing. I just don't see it happening. They probably will do something like they did with Cold War, where you start with purple rarity weapon, which I don't really know if I want that, to be honest. Especially because if it's not a separate mode, then it's just like, remember, I hated that in Cold War. If you wanted to turn that off, you had to go back into Outbreak to do it. Like, what? Just let it be a toggle in the menu or something. I don't know. But I don't really know what it's, I have no prediction of what it could be. All I hope is that it's involves like a Super Easter egg boss fight. That's kind of all I want. Reward wise, I'm not like, the thing is, COD is so easy nowadays, like zombies is so easy, that I don't really like, I don't need some like crazy like useful reward. Like the jump between using director's cut and not using director's cut was huge in Infinite Warfare, but I feel like in this game it would just kind of be like, I don't know, I wouldn't get as excited, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, setting up takes a while, but it's just all just getting points though, you know? And that's kind of the whole point of this setup. So if you take that away, would it be as fun? I don't know. I just don't think it would be as impactful as Infinite Warfare is. Would it be better than nothing though? Yeah, of course. I just don't really know what it'll end up being. Definitely curious. Okay, let's get a boat and get the hell out of here. I do have enough for armor now, actually. I might go get that. Give enough for tier 2. Oh, I did have enough for tier 2 armor, yeah, but I'm just gonna wait till, I was gonna wait till I get to tier 3. So let's just do that now. Even though I know obviously the price changes anyways, but I'd rather just might as well just wait. Didn't want to make the trip, you know. Okay. Now let's get in this thing. The whole bomb defusal part's gonna be kind of rough. I might get smokes for that, because otherwise it's gonna be tough. Okay, we'll start with this one. Oh my god. Oh my god, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Success.
We got a smoke thing coming after us.
Triangulation process will fail.
I can see what you're doing, and it reeks of desperation.
Why does this boat feel slower than usual? Come on. Speed it up.
No one's gonna miss you, maggot meat.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. There we go. Get in, get in, get in. Before they revealed the HUD templates, they said it was fully customizable. When I think they said when they said fully customizable, I think they just meant what we have now. Like I don't know. I think it's all about semantics at the end of the day, but I don't think they actually meant you can customize like literally everything in the possible, like wherever you want. I think when they said fully customizable, that's just their way of saying, yeah, you can customize, you know, pretty much almost everything. Like given what they have, I don't know. It's just wording, really, at the end of the day. Because I think them saying fully customizable is obviously them being like, yeah, there's a lot more customization than usual. Because if you think of like prior games, technically prior games had some HUD customization, like with the compass and stuff, but it was never significant. So they're not going to say, oh, the game has HUD customization, because that to someone might just be like, oh, we've had that before. But if they say fully customizable, it's like, oh, you mean we can change where the round counter is and stuff, which you can't do it whatever you want, but you could still change the positioning. There's a couple different like options, you know.
I have a little remote control surprise of my own.
I'm not saying I like it. Obviously, I'm just defending the wording. I don't think that would technically mean they were like,
Protocol.
you know,
Arming self-destruct.
I don't think they were trying to make it sound like otherwise. You know what I mean? For some reason, MW 2019 is the only COD where the console FOV annoys me. It's probably because it's so similar to the games after it. Yeah, I agree with you, actually.
No.
That's a good point.
And you don't have time.
I feel the same way when I play that game.
Distance. Your only option is to deactivate them manually.
Okay. This is gonna be rough. And how are we gonna do it? Smokes.
Establishing smoke screen.
Please work. Please work. Please work. Yeah, smokes are the way to do this for sure.
This kind of shit.
You took a detonator offline. How very clever.
Damn.
Believe me, your efforts are in vain.
The parasites are kind of crazy how much, like, this is the one mode where parasites are actually feel really dangerous, which is kind of funny. Oh my god. See what I mean? Well, those aren't the parasites, but still. Fuck, we gotta do it. That's how this mode gets you. It puts you in a position where you gotta pop a fucking gobblegum even if you normally wouldn't pop one. That's how they get you. But it does beg the question, why don't they make the game overall a lot harder if they know it'll incentivize people to use gobblegums? Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I knew it.
We ain't out of the woods yet.
Fuck it.
Your courage in the face of futility is admirable.
Fuck it.
Oh, really? Or is it just desperation?
This smoke grenade should... You gotta, like... If you don't perfectly get it... Yeah, I don't know if I got that, actually. Fuck. Fucking piece of shit! You tell me that smoke grenade wasn't perfectly placed? Alright. Oh, wait, you could continue it from where it left off? Since when was that a thing? Was that always a thing, or am I crazy?
Apocalypse protocol.
Because if that was always a thing, then that's not nearly as hard as I thought it was. That's not nearly as hard as I thought.
Actually did it.
You could always just continue it from where it left off.
Modi supplement to the document.
Splendid. The door to the
All right, well, we're ready for the boss now, but we'll give it some time. I want to get, I want to test how good double tap is in the boss, so I want to wait for double tap.
Never too old to be a bad motherfucker.
That laugh is actually gonna drive me insane. Come on, you have said in the past you hate when gameplay stuff is in the menu instead of the game. When stuff is in the menu instead of in the game. Oh, are you referring to with the toggle? Oh no, but I don't mean with stuff like that though, because when I say that, I'm talking about like progression systems and even menus like in this when it comes to like getting tacticals and stuff. Like I don't like that it's like a menu. That's very different because the director's cut is a different mode. That's not even like, it's not a gameplay progression like thing. It's a different mode to play. And in Cold War, if you wanted to use the purple rarity for any weapon, you had to literally go into Outbreak just to do that, which is, that's not a progression like thing. That doesn't make the game more fun. That just makes it annoying. Because if I want to play Forsaken and use a regular weapon at the start and not have the purple rarity, I have to go back into Outbreak to change it. You know, I just think that's stupid, but a toggle would have been made more sense. Because imagine director's cut, to enable it, you have to, every time you want to enable it, you have to go into Beast from Beyond and do some little thing. Like, why would I want that, you know? Are stims useful in this mode? Yes, I believe they are actually insanely useful. I have not been using them because I'm stupid, but you know, they are very useful. I'm just trying to get through the rounds kind of quick because I want double tap. This isn't a diss at Spaceland, but why do you think newer Easter eggs are too simple, yet your favorite map is Spaceland? Great question. I'm going to answer it right now because I have a fantastic answer to that question. So despite the fact that Spaceland's Easter egg is so simple, and I usually say I love difficult Easter eggs, Spaceland works because the rest of the map, there's so much more to it, right? Yes, the Easter egg on Spaceland on its own is not that crazy. I think it's a fun Easter egg. I do. It's a fun one, but it's not that crazy. It's not even one of my favorites. But that map also has Ghosts and Skulls, which is basically a second Easter egg. So the map basically has 2 Easter eggs anyways, and the Ghosts and Skulls Easter egg is much more complicated. Not by a lot, but it definitely is more complicated. Then you have the ticket system, obviously. You can just play the arcade games, get a bunch of tickets, and utilize those on the various rewards that you can get. You can do the meal challenges to get tickets, the roller coaster, obviously. The arcane cores and the various different arcane core abilities, which can then give you the exquisite at the end. There's all the different traps you get from the souvenir tokens. There's, I know I'm missing something. There's, oh, I guess there's a Spaceland pistols. That's part of the Easter egg, really, but that's another thing, obviously. And yeah, I think I got basically all the main elements of that map, but there's just so much more to it. That's kind of the point, right? So much more to do. So I don't really mind the fact that the Easter egg is a bit simple because of that. What bothers me about some of these more modern maps with the Easter eggs being too simple, like the Tomb, for example. The Tomb's Easter egg is really simple, and that bothers me more because there's not many other things to do on the map. Like, okay, you'll go for golden armor, right? I guess, right? And what else are you gonna do? There's not much more. Yeah, there's more side Easter eggs, but they're all like, shoot this, shoot that, and you get a little loot rewarded. There's not much to do on the map, right? So that's what, to me, puts Spaceland up there, regardless of the fact that the Easter egg is really simple. You could always continue where you left off since day one. Yeah, I just didn't ever realize that, but you know, maybe that's my own stupidity. Who knows? Who knows?
Between me and the payback I deserve.
Because that definitely makes it 20 times easier. Stressing myself out for no damn reason.
Max ammo.
I think your smoke bounced out of range. That's probably what happened. Okay. We're almost ready. Yeah, even Mega didn't know it kept progress. The non-critical hits do double damage augment is really good for bosses. I'm not even sure if I'm using that one or not. I have no idea what augments I'm using. Oh my god, with the grapple. I don't mind the grapple on Citadel. I hate the grapple on any other map. But Citadel, you just pull out that sword and you just block that thing, you know?
If I look like that, I'd be angry too. Upgrades are always good, especially when you fly domestic. Come on, motherfuckers.
All right, give me that flow state. Yeah, you gotta kill 10 zombies without getting hit. What should we bring into the boss fight? Like, in terms of... I'll bring a chopper gunner in, maybe. I think that should be good. I was gonna say, not a single snack dropped, but okay, we got 2. Oh, there's more over here. There we go. I've had voice volume at 0 for like 2 seasons now, just too repetitive, shallow, and cheesy sometimes. Yeah, no, I don't blame you for that. How's it going? How's the new mode? I don't mind it. I think it's okay. It's not, I don't, again, the fact that it's an LTM already kind of kills it for me because it's just going to be gone in a few weeks, but I think it's, you know, it's more fun than any other LTM so far, I think, personally. I know a lot of people liked Cranked. I wasn't a big fan of Cranked. I don't know. I didn't like Cranked in Cold War either. I just think it's not different enough from the main mode. It doesn't really set itself apart. But this mode seems a little bit more unique.
Anyone know how to deal with an electrical
But,
fire?
yeah.
Fuck that.
What was I gonna do? Perks? I'll probably just get double tap, to be honest. You know, I'm gonna swim there. I'm not wasting my points on no damn boat. You keep crying about wanting in-game progression, yet the classic HUD gives you that and you hate it. You can't please me. Yeah, the classic HUD. That'll do it. It sounds like you prefer side content to main headliner content. I think it depends. I think side content is incredibly important to, like, make a map actually have long-term depth because it gives you a lot of different things with unique rewards, right? But I also think I do care more about the main Easter egg overall, right? It has to complement each other, you know? Like, Dead of the Night's a great example. The side quests complement the main Easter egg because they help out the main Easter egg just in terms of, like, killing vampires more easily. But there's absolutely no reason for you. You don't have to do it, you know? Like, it's not like a requirement. You're not gonna, you know, struggle the Easter egg just because you don't do the side Easter eggs. So they really are side content in the you know, biggest extreme. But they're also fun to do. They're like lengthy quests, right? That take time.
Double points.
Now I might pick up this War Machine. I feel like the War Machine's better than the Mangler Cannon, right? Double tap. Dead shot. I don't know how Quick Revive works in this mode, but I'm gonna get it anyways.
Want to see how fast I can
Okay.
reload? Want to see it again?
How long do the snacks even stay here for? Because if they stay there for a while, I could like camp at them and just like, you know, just wait till they get to a certain point. I don't think I've ever used this gun in the boss fight, by the way, so I guess we'll find out how good it is. Well, I guess the flow state actually makes it so I'm just gonna destroy the boss anyways, probably. So how easy is high rounding in this mode if you can just kind of sit in a corner with like a gun and 10 times damage? It's got to be really easy to high round, right? Oh my god, look at all this. Is Seth Rogen the announcer? Yep. Ugh. which I'm fine with. It's maybe a little bit much, but I don't mind it. The Beam Smasher secondary fire prevents the amalgam from using the grab. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
I've been in bigger firefights than this, believe me.
Okay. We don't really need any more perks, to be honest. And do I really need to get this up to tier 3? I mean, I guess we really don't. If we get this 10 times multiplier bullshit, I feel like we'll be chilling.
Insta-kill.
Oh, a Casimir. I still can't believe they haven't added any, well, I guess the incantations, I guess, count. But there hasn't been a lot of, like, zombies unique equipment added, you know? Incantations were the only ones. Ooh, loot key. Yeah, I don't need any other perks, so I'm gonna save up the rest of my points to maybe get triple pap. And 1 grand pap plus win arcane was peak. Yeah, that was so much fun to use. It's so crazy. That's literally like a first room wall buy, but it was so good when you pack a punched it and like actually got like stuff for it. My IW list would go Spaceland, Attack, Shaolin, Rave, Beast. I think mine honestly would be Spaceland, Shaolin, Rave, Attack, then Beast. I used to think Rave was better than Shaolin Shuffle, but I'm starting to become more of a Shaolin fan. Like, it's a really, really fun map. Oh, come on, stop giving me perks I already have. This music goes hard. Where's the last zombie? I guess I'm moving around too much, but I don't see it. Come on, zombie. Oh, it's a fucking mangler? Damn! Immune injection, I'm taking that. Let me make Seth Rogen, the announcer, permanently so much more interesting than the Forsaken voice. You know what? If they honestly, like, I kind of wish when they did these events and stuff, they honestly, like, they made them kind of tie into the maps that came out that year. Like, why the hell not? Like, go back to what, you know, Infinite Warfare was doing with their maps. They were just having a blast with it. Like, obviously you gotta have some storyline consistency going on there, but throw in some goofy shit that, like, maybe isn't canon and is just kind of meant to be, like, for fun. Obviously wouldn't be part of the main Easter egg, but, like, you know, side stuff that's like, okay, something extra. Oh damn, I sent that dude to hell. Holy shit. I sent him to fucking hell. 10 times multiplayer doesn't work. Multiplier doesn't work on bosses. Are you sure? Because I saw someone's gameplay and they killed the boss in 3 seconds. Unless that's something else in the game that does that. Yo, why isn't this shit working?
You ever see a transformer explode?
There we go.
Cause your ass looks a lot like that.
Immune injection again? Okay, what is with the interactions like not working? It's just not working. Well, whatever. I don't need that gun anyways. They really need to improve collabs. Imagine a Walking Dead collab where it's set in the Walking Dead prison and 115 gets introduced and oh god, I gotta use this.
Wouldn't have mattered even if you had checked the code.
There we go. Give me the ice cream. But you know, a Walking Dead collab is something I really want. Main Easter egg be getting rid of Element 115.
I ain't close to quit.
I'm telling you, man, that would be the coolest thing ever. Like, even if it was like a simple survival map and they just said, oh, let's do a little simple survival map at the prison. I would love that shit, man. It would be so cool. Even like multiplayer maps set at the prison, or like any walk into location, Alexandria, whatever. Oh man, that would be amazing. Look at what Fortnite does with their collabs. I was just playing Fortnite earlier today. I'm actually gonna have a video posted on my second channel about it probably tomorrow.
Max armor.
They do this whole Star Wars update where it's like Star Wars locations on the map, and it's like lightsabers. Like that to me is like a great collab. Fits the game and is like insane. Like I oh no, don't throw it please. I felt like I was basically playing a new Star Wars game, right? So stuff like that is what I wish The Walking Dead, or what I wish Call of Duty did more. They've had some fun ones though. Don't get me wrong, not all of them have been bad, but some of them I'm like, I don't know. They just feel a bit formulaic, you know? I think that's the biggest issue with them. Formulaic is definitely the best word to describe it. Oh my goodness. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, let me change the title of this stream because I didn't even realize what the title was. And I'm gonna change the title to something else, something a little more catchier. Might get me demonetized, but who cares? I don't give a shit. No, I don't think I would. All right, let's go pack a punch, and then we'll probably be able to get highest rarity by then. Flow state is only a game changer for the tomb fight. Look, I'm not, maybe I'm crazy, but I saw someone using the Maelstrom in the Terminus boss fight, and I kid you not, with flow state, they killed that thing in 3 seconds. Maybe that was, you know, misinformed, or I don't know. They literally destroyed that thing in 3 seconds. Maybe it was just a Maelstrom that's that OP, if the flow state doesn't actually affect it. If that's the case, that's stupid, but I don't know. When I say stupid, I mean like that you should be able to kill a boss that fast without some like special LTM in mind. I was hoping it was the LTM that caused it, but I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
You think I'm here to fuck around?
Give me your salvage.
I got your stealth fighter right here.
Okay, surely there's enough salvage here, no? Okay, that's definitely enough. Okay, we're gonna do this. And actually, napalm burst, why the hell not? And let's go. I got nothing else I need. Let's do it! The Fortnite Star Wars collab looks amazing. I may have to try it out. It was really fun. I played a couple hours. It was fun. No, not a couple hours, maybe like an hour, but it was fun. Let's skip this. Let's see how fast we can do this shit. Oh my, are you fucking kidding me? You guys cannot tell me flow state's not affecting this, because look how much damage I just did in flow state. Come on. Yeah, flow state 100% affects it. What the fuck? There's no way it doesn't, dude. I just defeated the phase in 3 seconds. Unless, is double tap what causes that? There's no way double tap makes it that easy. Because if that's the case, bro, this game is cooked in my opinion. I'm sorry. It better be flow state that caused it to be that easy, please. Double tap should not be doing that. Nah, not flow state. Are you guys sure? I gotta test it out on the regular because what the fuck? It's not even skill. I think I put 3 bullets into that thing. Like, I think I put 3 bullets into it. MW3 had a Walking Dead collab. Yeah, it was not as good as it should have been. I mean, I like the skins for it, but like they should have done more with it. Like whether it was like a point of interest on the Warzone map that was Walking Dead themed or a multiplayer map. They've done multiplayer maps themed around collabs before. They did it for Godzilla, and that was pretty cool.
Max ammo.
Yeah, I'm not doing nearly as much damage now. It is flow state. It has to be. Which is good. Because I don't want it to be so easy because of double tap. It should be only easy because of flow state. Yeah, it was flow state. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. Y'all had me tricked. Well, I guess we gotta get flow state then. This isn't one of my favorite boss fights of all time, though. It is pretty hard to get flow state here, though, because I mean you're getting smacked a bunch. So I mean. Give me the chips.
Turn up unannounced.
Get the fuck away.
Fuck you. Your head in particular.
Oh god, he's smacking us. Ah! All right, that's phase 2 donezo. We really just need flow state. Oh god, what am I doing?
How about you two come down here and pitch in? No? Then zip it.
I need snacks. Give me snacks. I was trying to do some strafe jump there, but that did not work out. But I feel like I don't have speed cola. Like, I feel like this is reloading slower than it should be. I might be crazy, though.
I've been in bigger firefights than this, believe.
Yeah, it is pretty hard to keep a flow state going because there's just things constantly hitting you. So I would say it's pretty balanced in that regard. Now, if we were to get an immune injection, I think we would beat this boss fight in 3 seconds. Oh god, get to cover, get to cover! Fuck it. We're too low. I don't know how health's gonna work in this thing. I have no clue. Oh, this is gonna destroy. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. See, I don't understand why they made this immune injection so you just can't die in it. Like, not that you can't die in it, but I mean, like, you can't get damaged in it. Because, like, I love OP stuff, but I also love when OP stuff takes skill, and that's what I don't like about immune injection, is that it takes no skill to use. It's just, you just use it, and it's just everything dies, and you cannot, like, nothing, nothing can go wrong with immune injection. Which I guess people like that because, you know, I get it, but I just feel like it's more fun when there's, like, skill behind it, you know? Just in my opinion. Let's read some comments. It's funny, I beat all the BO4 and BO3 bosses first try, and I'm trying them again, and I'm losing half of them. Yeah, some of them are hard. Like, if I go back to BO4, most of those Easter eggs, I'm not doing the first attempt. I mean, no. Alpha Omega, I probably do every time first attempt, no problem. Ancient Evil's not that hard. 9's boss fight is hit or miss, depends on the gun you have. Voyage, again, kind of depends on the gun you have. Blood of the Dead's pretty easy, but that's the boss fight's hard. It's just the Easter egg. The boss fight's easy though. Or I mean, the Easter egg's hard. The boss fight's easy. And then there's what else is there? I would say Dead of the Night. I've actually lost pretty frequently. Not every time, but it is one that I guess it also just depends on what you're using. Oh my god, with the bonus points. What should we take? I hate how the guns they give you are like, well, I'm gonna take this. I hate how the guns they give you are like not your own guns, you know what I mean? Like, why can't they just drop guns with your attachments on it? Shit, I don't know. All right, we might as well just play a little bit more, level this gun up a little bit, and then we'll call it a night. What do you guys think about that? Or actually, we gotta play multiplayer. I forgot there's a multiplayer mode. We'll do that as well.
How about you, fuckhead?
Man, I wish this was full auto. I know I think it's an attachment that's making it so it's not full auto.
Napalm will fuck you up, believe me.
Damn. This thing was a lot better when we were in flow state, huh? Obviously. That's still pretty good. Ghost of Hope was wrong about Shadowvale being a small map, so let's hope he's wrong about the campaign. I'm really upset about what Ghost of Hope said about BO7 campaign. Waited 13 years for David Mason to come back. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when it comes to leakers, you obviously always take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I say that every time I cover a leak on a YouTube video. It's always, okay, this could be not true. And it's not that their leakers are unreliable or something. Like, no, that's not what it means. It just means that the fact that things are always changing behind the scenes, right? Things are always changing, developing, and they can always work things around, or maybe something was said, but it wasn't exactly true because it was misinterpreted. Like, there's all sorts of things that could result in a leak not being 100% true. And it doesn't mean I'm like never gonna like, you know, listen to that leaker ever again. Like, no, I'm still gonna like take a look at it, and it's interesting to talk about, but I'm never gonna sit there and think this is 100% gonna be the case just because of a leak. Only time I feel that way is if the leak is like specifics, like in the files and stuff. Like we knew we're gonna get Janus Towers way before we even got it because it was in the files. And sure, even that could still technically change, but it's unlikely to, you know what I mean? It's already like they're already making it, so you know.
I'm gonna look back on this someday.
That's something that we were all expecting just because of the leaks.
This ain't sneaking.
Damn, there's so many fucking zombies in here.
In and out, please.
We should do a little challenge for ourselves. We should activate the Rampage Inducer and see what happens.
Things are heating up around here. Not for you fools, though.
Reload! We're about to die. Give me the snacks. But yeah, no, I agree with the campaign. And obviously, I want the campaign to be good. I'm really hopeful that, or I'm really hoping that it will be good. But honestly, I kind of believe it just because I'm thinking to myself, it would make sense that Raven wouldn't be able to make the campaign, and then Treyarch would have to rush something out. And if they're gonna rush something out, it's probably not gonna be great. But let's hope that's wrong. Let's hope, you know, it ends up being amazing. Obviously, that's the best case scenario. So we'll see. Who really knows? You know, who really knows? It'd be pretty hard to avoid damage with mute injection. It's very slow. Well, they could have made it in a way, but yeah, but you can constantly melee though. So like if you're able to melee the zombies fast enough so they don't damage you, I don't know. Like I feel like there was definitely a way to make it so there was skill behind it. But as it is, oh god, we're fucking dead. Oh! I would love to activate this thing, but it's not letting me because there's shit inside of it. We don't have ammo on this. Oh fuck. Oh! Oh! How are we alive? Like, I don't get how we're alive right now. Oh my god. Mute injection is one of the worst things about BO6 zombies. I kind of partially agree. I don't think it's the worst thing, but it's definitely a problem for me. It's just a general score streak issue in general. I just think they definitely need to change up how the score streaks work in the future games for sure. Okay, we need some snacks right this second. No, actually, I kind of don't care if we die because I kind of want to move on to multiplayer. Got my dying wish. Does anyone else use dying wish in this game? I feel like I'm the only person who does. Oh, that runs out kind of quick. I think the main reason why Shadow Reveal was leaked to be small was the attack map when I first looked at it and was thinking that is not silo size. That probably is why. But also, I think a lot of people kind of misinterpreted that whole thing because I don't think Ghost of Hope ever said Shadow Veil was definitely going to be small. I think it was just like an off tweet, like a reply to someone where I think he said like, he was told it, I think he said based on what he's told, he thinks it's going to be similar to Liberty Falls. I think that's all he said. Which, like, it wasn't like an official leak he was like giving out or anything like that. So I don't know. I think I get why we all took it and ran with it. I did too. I thought it was going to be the case, but I'm glad it wasn't. Shadow Veil was a lot bigger than we were expecting. I think it made the map, made people enjoy the map more just because the expectations were kind of low, you know? Okay, how are we gonna let ourselves die? Let's C4. No, even that's not going to kill us. I should probably record this gameplay because that was pretty decent gameplay to save. Just because whenever I'm talking about like LTMs and stuff, it's good to have gameplay in the background of it, you know? Okay. All right, we'll play one game of multiplayer and then I think we'll probably call it a night. What do you guys think about that? BO3 Nightmares is absolute cinema. It's probably the best zombies mode they've ever done, to be honest. Actually, if you guys haven't seen my video where I rank all the zombies modes, like not the zombies games, but like the individual like side modes and stuff, go check it out. And I might have ranked Nightmares in last place. I might have. What did they add to multiplayer, by the way? I don't even know. Joint Operations, Blaze Town. Fuck, man, I don't know. Nomad? What the hell is Nomad? Oh, it's that map. I might make a video on this. Do you guys want to see me make a video on this multiplayer? I was gonna title it Why I Don't Like Black Ops 6 Multiplayer. Because... No, I was gonna do that, but then I don't think I don't like it. I just don't love it. That might be a better phrase, because I can't think of many things I dislike about this multiplayer. It really isn't like a strong dislike or anything like that. It's just, I think it's just underwhelming, especially because it's a Black Ops game, and I usually expect a lot out of a Black Ops game, and when it doesn't live up to the expectations that I had for it, obviously it's going to be a bit disappointing. But like, I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to put it into words. There's a couple things I know that bother me about it, but there's not a lot. So like, I don't know. I really was trying to think about it. And I'm gonna ask you guys, like, what do you not like about this multiplayer? Maybe it'll put it into perspective for me a little bit better, but I don't know, man. This looks actually pretty nice. Like, I actually kind of like the actually, maybe it's a little too green. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of the Archon. New town, but green. Got the Archon treatment.
Zone Alpha captured. Losing Bravo.
Incoming stun! I will be reborn again!
Securing B. Taking B.
Oh! I'm liking this gun a lot. It's the Growl, right? Well, it's the conversion kit for the SWAT that turns into the Growl.
Using scope pulse.
Q7 zombies might be amazing. I fucking hope it is. I really, really do. I really, really hope it is. I never visit the crafting table. Streaks are a non-issue. Well, here's the thing. This goes back to the argument that I think I've had it with so many people over the past like year and stuff when it comes to like zombies. The whole argument of like, if you don't like it, don't use it, that sort of thing, right? And I'll give you a couple reasons why I disagree with that like response. First of all, I think more content in this game is obviously always going to be good, and so like obviously I want more things to interact with in the sandbox. And so like basically me telling myself, oh, I'm just not going to use like a significant portion of the game's sandbox because I think it's too overpowered, it like kind of sucks, you know, especially when you go to like a game like Infinite Warfare that had 15 zombies unique score streak buildable type items, whereas this game has like 2 score streaks that are zombies unique. Obviously the other ones are from multiplayer, and like the zombies ones from Infinite Warfare, like they were all really fun. Like none of them were too overpowered. They just kind of like you earn them in a fun and interesting way. You didn't really rely on them, but like they were still really, really fun and cool and interesting, and like again, zombies unique. So like that made Infinite Warfare much better because of that. Whereas score streaks in this game, to me, they just kind of exist, and like yeah, I could just not use them, sure, but I know they exist, and I know they can make the game easier, so there already is making the game easier by regardless of if I use them or not. Holy shit, we're kind of going off right now. Hold on. Ah, motherfucker. What was I saying? They make the game easier, and also it would be less content in the sandbox to use. I'll tell you the best example I can give you, right? The Tombs Golden Armor quest. That quest is actually a nightmare. Well, actually, I haven't tried it with double tap yet, so maybe it's easier. That quest is kind of a nightmare if you're not using mute injection. It's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is a lot harder than using mute injection. So if I sit there and I'm like, okay, I could just use mute injection to make this 10 times easier, or am I gonna like make it harder by just not using mute injection? It doesn't have that satisfying, difficult feeling that it normally would if the mute injection wasn't an option to use, because again, I know deep down I could have just used mute injection. So like, what am I doing, you know? Wait, how is this contested? Where the hell? Oh my god, I'm getting shot through fucking fences. What am I doing? Do you think Vanguard or AW Zombies is better? Great question that I always flip-flop on. I honestly want to say Vanguard, but I think... okay. I think Vanguard overall is more fun. Like, I'd rather play Vanguard if it's the last 2 maps, not Duron Fong and Terra Maldicta. Specifically, Shinonuma and the Archon. I think those 2 maps are more fun than Exo Zombies. But I think Exo Zombies has more of a soul to it. There's more personality to it. It feels more like a passion project. I just don't think it's a very good passion project. Like, I don't think it was made very well. It was very shoddily designed. But they had a storyline they wanted to go for, and they delivered on it, and it was really cool, unique mode. I can give it credit for that. But I would rather play Vanguard Zombies most of the time than Exo Zombies. But I do think it has more of a soul than Vanguard does.
assault pack destroyed.
Dude, this gun is actually kind of fantastic.
Scout pulse, standing by.
Why is this house so purple?
Using scout pulse. Prisoner's assault pack destroyed. Lockdown. Flashbang incoming.
Difference between you and me, I learned from my mistakes.
Okay,
Taking B.
we need to figure something out. Oh! Holy shit, what am I gonna do? I'm on a streak.
Good.
But they know I'm here. He knows I'm here. Dude, what am I gonna do? Oh my god.
Flashbang incoming.
Dude, where are the enemies, bro? Are they all still back there?
Losing Bravo.
Can we just get C, bro? Like, what is going on?
Securing the prison.
Okay, we can get C. Can people please defend me? What? What are these spawns? Excuse me? What? And A is clear. That might have been the worst spawn I've ever seen in Call of Duty. Are you kidding? What? Please, somebody explain to me how that spawn makes any sense. A was literally clear. They could have easily flipped spawns there and it would have made perfect sense. I thought I was flipping the spawns. There's nobody on A right now. And you're telling me on C along with another guy back there, you're telling me they wouldn't oh bro, that is just trash. I'm sorry. What is going on? That was the shittiest spawn in my lifetime. I know we're playing on Nuketown. Spawns are going to be a little, you know, it's never been that bad. The spawn should flip by then. Are you kidding me? Oh, we were on a streak too. Oh. All right, Chad gives his reasons for what he doesn't like about this game. Horrid movement, slide spamming 24/7, lightning fast time to kill, disappointing map design, uninspired locales, zero innovation outside of Omni, recycled non-lookable streaks that are too costly, etc. So I'm gonna go to each of those reasons and give my response. In terms of horrid movement, I don't know if I fully agree. I don't think it's my favorite movement. Like, I like Omni movement, I do. But I will say, I do agree there is moments where it feels kind of clunky. And I almost feel like MW3 had better movement. But I do like overall Omni movement. I don't mind like people sliding a lot. I'm a psychopath like that though, I don't know. I think people sliding a lot is something I don't like mind as much. I know most people, I think that's definitely an unpopular opinion though that I have. Fast time to kill, it's not the fastest we've ever seen, but it is fast enough that it does kind of like, it's not as fun as MW3's time to kill. It's not as fun as Cold War's time to kill. It's not as fun as BO4's time to kill. It's not as fun as Infinite Warfare times to kill because it's not as slow as those games. And I think those slower time to kills are just always going to be more fun. So I do agree there. Disappointing map designs, uninspired locales. Yeah, I mean, I was a defender of the maps in the beta, but after seeing like the full game with the full maps and even the DLC, I haven't really enjoyed most of the maps in this game. I think my biggest issue is the strike maps. I don't mind small maps. I actually like small maps. But when you have a bunch of maps that you can't even use score streaks on, I'm sorry, I don't really care to play. Like MW3 did such a good job with the small map mosh pit where you just had all these small maps that you could use streaks on and have a good time. Like, it was such a good time. But this game, like, so many maps that keep adding in that just you can't use streaks on. I'm like, just doesn't interest me. I'm sorry. I don't mind there being a face-off playlist that makes it so you can't use streaks, but if it's going to be in the regular playlists too, then I should be able to not use streaks or use streaks on them. If it's an outdoor map, obviously. I get if it's all indoors, it makes sense you can't use them, but whatever. And then the locations are definitely not that interesting so far. I agree with that. There's been a couple of good ones though. I like the Vietnam one they added recently. Get out of here. And then, you also talk about innovation, right? And the non-loopable streaks, that sucks too. I'm really disappointed with the streaks in this game. And yeah, innovation-wise, I kind of agree. I don't think this game had like heavy innovations. I don't need innovations though. I've always said this, like as long as the game is really good and the best version of itself, I don't need there to be anything new. But I don't think it nails either of those things though. You know, it's not the best version of what this game is. But it also, like I said, doesn't really add a lot. It doesn't really set itself apart too much. Innovation, the I'm moving was like the main selling point, I feel like. And classic prestige, but okay, that's not innovation really. That's just bringing something back that should have never left in the first place. But I do love that they brought back classic prestige. I gotta give them credit there. But let's hope it never leaves us. Let's hope. Never leaves us again. 47 and 26. Oh, I like this Raining the Fire remix. Pretty good. Vanguard is more fun than Infinite Warfare? No, I did not say that. Did I say that on accident? I hope I didn't. I said Vanguard Zombies is more fun than Advanced Warfare Zombies. I'm so tired of field upgrades and zombies. Please give us map unique specialists. Hell to the yes. Hell to the yes. I think there's plenty to dislike. Locking classic COD mechanics behind DLC, perk system, limiting perk, specialty gimmick, so many loadout bugs. I sleep. Dude, the loadout bugs have been driving me nuts. I do agree with that. Cold War multiplayer is better. I agree. I think BO6 Zombies is obviously better than Cold War, but I think I prefer Cold War multiplayer. At least so far. I'm hoping they change my mind. I really do. Because it actually hurts that I don't love a Black Ops multiplayer. It doesn't make any sense. I fucking like, for years, I kid you not, I would be like, Black Ops is so much better than Modern Warfare. Every Black Ops game is better than every Modern Warfare game. And I was like, oh my god, like Treyarch nails it every single time. Every Black Ops game is peak. It's the one time I'm not saying that. I'm just not. I think Modern Warfare last year had a better multiplayer. I obviously, again, I'm not saying that about zombies. Multiplayer though, I like last year's multiplayer better. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But I don't think this multiplayer is bad though. I really don't. It still would be like in my top 10 multiplayers of all time for sure. It just wouldn't be my top 5, right? And I have 3 Black Ops games in my top 5, so it is sad that it wasn't able to get up there.
Where you going, man?
It really is disappointment more than anything. Oh my god. So I don't even know what this mode is, by the way. I'm just kind of like playing it and seeing what's happening. I don't know. I don't know what this mode is. It's a very high value target. They call it very high value target. Play the new mode. It has anti-gravity and double jumps. Is this the... Wait, oh, what the fuck? It does? I wouldn't have even known that if you didn't say it. They added double jumping? What the fuck? No one told me this. I also did not read the blog post this time around because I just wasn't... This is probably the least interested I was in a new DLC, like a new like Reloaded update or whatever. I just didn't read like the blog post. Oh my god, they gave us advanced movement. Are you kidding me? It's a little clunky, but you know what? It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. This game just doesn't feel like a Black Ops game apart from the zombies mode, if that makes any sense. It feels like Modern Warfare. It is weird because Modern Warfare last year felt more like a Black Ops game, which is really weird to say. Oh, fuck you, Sleeper Agent. Come on. Oh, what the hell? I'm high.
I love this job. Securing B.
This is definitely the most they've done for a 420 update by far. I don't think they've ever gone this far with it. Oh no, no, never mind. I'm eating my words. I forgot about Get High last year. I forgot that was even a... The thing is Get High was so good that it kind of like... It didn't feel like a 420 event. It felt like a whole new experience for the game. You know what I mean? So like, I always forget that was technically a 420 update. And then they kept it in. It went beyond being just an LTM because it was that good. But like, totally forgot that was a 420 thing. This shit's gonna make me nauseous, man. I don't know.
Aguinaldo here. I need an AGR.
We're losing Delta. All goes locked down.
But I will be, you know, I'll be as fair to this multiplayer as possible. It's been a very clear and consistent pattern for me that I do tend to like multiplayers more after the life cycle because of skill-based matchmaking. So for those of you who don't know, skill-based matchmaking, it gets a lot less strict when the life cycle is over because less people are playing. So obviously there's less skill-based matchmaking present, basically. So the game ends up being a lot more fun after the life cycle. So BO6 could happen for BO6. Maybe next year I'm gonna play this game and I'm gonna be like, you know what, this is actually fun as hell. But who knows? Because MW3, I did like MW3 multiplayer a lot during its life cycle. But to be honest, I like it even more now. Like whenever I go back to it, like I have more fun than I ever did during its life cycle. What the fuck? Am I forced to be in third person? Oh, okay, it's kind of cool.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Calling in score streak.
Can I use my score streak, please? Airspace is still too crowded. Are you kidding me?
Contacts down.
Yeah, we're on a real good streak right now. We please call this shit in?
That's a negative. Grid is full.
Throwing frag. See one.
Need one more kill. Come on. No, no, no! Yes! Let's fucking go.
Aguinaldo calling for a
Chopper gunner. I should not have called it in right there. That was a stupid spot to call it in. Oh, this is not going to be good. This is not a good spot. This map sucks for streaks, huh? Half of it's indoors. Oh my god. Please circle around again. Is that dude like underground or something? What? I mean, that was just a bad chopper gunner usage. Some maps chopper gunners just are never good on. I guess this is one of those. Yeah, that was the most underwhelming chopper gunner usage of all time. Like, I don't, like, I'm sorry, like, like, what am I supposed to do here, bro? Like, what am I supposed to do here?
Unable to task. Airspace is full.
Hotbox.
Whee!
We got a rat.
Whee!
Someone find
Oh, you can't, like, spam it, though.
Pack the hard point as tight as you can.
I don't really know what's going on. It's like half hardpoint, half
Enemy UAV
HVT, or high value, whatever that mode. I don't know what that mode's called. The new like high value target mode they added.
That's a negative. Grid is full.
Hold fire. I'm on your side.
standing by.
Scout pulse is online.
I want double jump to come back so badly for like a full game. Still don't know why people are so against it. I really don't. I'm sorry. If it's just like for one COD, it's not like every single year. Like that would be fucking awesome.
calling in score streak.
Telling you, Advanced Warfare 2, or it probably won't be Advanced Warfare 2, but Sledgehammer's COD 2027, they better do a futuristic game with boost jumps. I'll be so on board with that.
5 down.
Next year, we're getting a futuristic game. I don't think it's gonna have boost jumps though. I think it's gonna be just like a Black Ops 2 style game.
Hard point attack.
But COD 2027, there's potential. There's potential. I have a sneaking suspicion your favorite Black Ops multiplayers are either BO2 3/4 or BO2 4 Cold War. Yes, you're right on the first one. 2, 3, and 4.
Aguinaldo calling in AGR.
Negative. Airspace full.
Funny enough, it's the 3 Black Ops games that are futuristic. That's not because they're futuristic, they're my favorites, but that is part of it. I do like the futuristic games more usually.
Get a UAV.
There's just more creativity to them usually.
Calling in score streak.
But yeah, BO2, 3, and 4 are my favorites for sure.
Target drop.
And actually, speaking of favorite multiplayers, I do have a planned ranking video of every... I know I'm mainly a zombies channel, but I do like to do multiplayer here and there. I'm going to do a ranking of every multiplayer from worst to best.
Really lit him up out there.
But the reason I haven't done it yet is because I want to revisit every multiplayer at least a couple times before I do it. And we might do that on stream, actually. I don't know when I'll do it. Maybe soon. Because I would like to have that video out by, like, summer at some point, you know? Parts of what BO6 feels missing as a whole is it's mainly related to it's the first Treyarch game on a new engine. Yeah, that's true. A lot of it is just them getting used to the new engine. BO7 can't be a top 5 COD when the campaign is going to be ass. BO3 is a top 5 COD for me, and the campaign's not very good. So, the campaign is just not the most important thing to me personally. Like, I love the campaigns, but if the campaign's bad, it's not the end of the world to me. I want it to be good, but it won't, you know, take away the ability for it to be a top 5. Do I think it's going to be a top 5 game? I don't know. It's hard to say. We'll wait to see. If they start saying zombies is going to have some classic mechanics, if they bring pick 10 back in the multiplayer, there's definitely a potential it could be a top 5. Stuff like that. That's all we need. That's all we need, man. I think Treyarch is the only studio where every COD is at least somewhat okay. MW19 is bad and MW3 is the worst COD of all time. I despise the MP. MW3? I hope you meant MW2. No, I'm just kidding. I love MW3's multiplayer. It's honestly, every time I play it, I'm like, I love it. Love it more and more. Trust me, look up gameplay of this mode first day it came out. Oh, with the filter on this map? Oh, I don't know. I guess I could look it up though later. Can't wait to use Wonder Bar and get the Mark II when I wanted the map-specific Wonder Weapon. Always get the ray gun anyways. Biggest problem in BO6 Zombies is that only one map gives 4 free Wonder Weapons and the box luck is horrible. You are basically forced to use Wonder Bars. Oh, you mean for like, when it comes to, when you say free, you mean like through a side quest? Modern Warfare 4 will blow everything away that came before. So Modern Warfare 4, Infinity Ward has the chance to win me over. I don't know if I don't have a lot of faith in them. And okay, no, let me be more fair. I have faith they're going to deliver a damn good, like, polished version of what it wants to be. I do. I think that game's going to have a good campaign. I think it's going to be a really polished multiplayer with a lot of good stuff. I don't think it's going to be made for me though, which is okay. Like, it's not the end of the world, but I do think I think it's going to be more like MW 2019. They're going to try to relive what that game was, and that game was loved by many. I didn't like it, but a lot of people did. So I think it's going to be a really well-made game. They're going to have very similar mechanics to MW 2019 all around. Maybe they'll make a couple changes, like maybe they'll put red dots back on the minimap because they know so many people would want that, obviously. But I think it's going to be very similar to MW 2019. It's going to be kind of a slow, not like too slow paced, but slower than, like, you know, some of the other Call of Duty, slower than Black Ops 6. And it's going to be probably a faster time to kill as well. It's going to be more tactical focus. I'm not going to like that personally, but I do think it's going to be a very good version of that. So you can still get some enjoyment out of it. So I'm like looking forward to seeing what they do, but at the same time, I'm not expecting it to be like amazing or anything. Campaign, I am expecting it to be pretty good. They're not going to do zombies, unfortunately. I really wish they would, but we would have heard it by now. That's my mentality. Like, I really want to see them do zombies. It would have been leaked by now if they were going to do zombies. We would have heard it. Someone would have said it. So I'm not expecting them to do zombies. It's probably just going to be a Spec Ops and like a DMZ thing. DMZ is fine. Like, I'm excited for that, but that doesn't replace zombies for me. You know, that's like a Warzone type mode, but I don't know. If it works, fine, but I would love to see them do a zombies mode. This mode also gives slower team time to kill sometimes. I noticed that. It did seem like it took a little longer to kill some people, but I don't know if that was the default time to kill, or if that was just the HVTs. If I were in charge, we'd be going full 2014 to 2018 era innovation, advanced movement, colorful maps, and wacky locations, insane weapon / equipment sandbox, earnable currencies. Hell yes, I agree. To me, that's what the franchise would be. So from the entire game, from multiplayer to zombies campaign, you would have 2025 next year would be in a similar tone to Black Ops 2, similar setting, but it would kind of go back to a lot of like Pick 10 would return, stuff like that. More classic mechanics in zombies to just test it out, at least not all the way, still some modern stuff, but it would be testing out a lot of you know, modern mechanics. But it wouldn't be going too balls to the walls because they probably don't have the resources for that. 2026 would be Modern Warfare 4, but it would have a zombies mode. And personally, I think they would do great at a grounded zombies mode. I know people say, oh, Infinite Warfare, so they should make a goofy zombies mode. Infinity Ward isn't that type of studio anymore where they would do something like that. They would be better with something more serious. So I would actually love to see them try a grounded, like, Modern Warfare zombies that's not like Modern Warfare 3 zombies, but rather like, think of like a map where it's like round based, right? But think of a really like scary, like horror map where you go in and you're like sneaking through like a building as like a strike team or something. Have actual, you know, playable characters that are like a main crew, but they're like all strike team people. And they're going into some like building with like night vision goggles, and then like zombies attack, and it's like some like war-torn place, like something like that where it's more grounded, gritty, going for that horror focus. And the mode has a simple HUD. It's meant to be like full-on horror. That would be cool. 2027 Sledgehammer's game would then be the opposite direction, where it's going full-on goofy. Sledgehammer has shown that they love wacky shit. That they showed that last year. They would be better fit to do a Infinite Warfare sequel type thing with the zombies mode, right? I'm not saying they would do an Infinite Warfare 2, but it would be more in that sort of feeling in terms of the zombies mode just being absolutely batshit crazy. Have a map on a cruise ship, you know, some sort of cruise ship with like a party room, and there's like zombies dancing and silly traps. Like that would be what Sledgehammer should do, and they should focus on that. That would give the best amount of diversity. You go from Treyarch's like semi-serious, semi-goofy stuff to a very serious, grounded, gritty and Modern Warfare 4 to a very goofy mode the next year. It would be perfect. It would be so fucking good. And then the multiplayer would do the same thing. It would be a really you know, wacky, goofy type experience. But Modern Warfare 4 would be a little bit more grounded. They would be, you know, going a little bit more with what Infinity Ward probably wants to do with it. And I think that would be the best case scenario. Who knows if we'll get that or not, though. What made MW3 MP much better to you? Slower time to kill. The maps were so much better. A lot better events as well. I mean, the events in this game haven't been like, I don't say awful, but they haven't been great. But there's so many event camos and so many cool stuff that Sledgehammer added with Modern Warfare 3. You also had the aftermarket parts, which added a lot of unique attachments that you can put on your weapons, which were great. There's some of that in this game, but not nearly as cool as the ones in MW3. I like the vest system in MW3. I think that was even better than wildcards. Score streaks were actually loopable, and they were actually really powerful in MW3. They were not nearly as good in this game, I've noticed. Damn, that was rough. Those were some of the roughest sneezes I think I've ever experienced. Wow. Let me take a breather for a second there. Damn, I'm lightheaded after those sneezes. Oh. What was I saying? MW3. What else is better about MW3? I think I like the weapons more. I think the weapons had more personality. There was a lot, like, I mean, obviously they had the MW2 weapons as well. There's a big catalog of weapons. I didn't like the fact that there was a million attachments. I think BO6 handles attachments better, but I like the aftermarket part attachments in MW3 better. So it's kind of like, you know, it's weird. I like those better in MW3, but I also don't like the fact that there was so many attachments. It was a bit too much to deal with. Obviously the UI is better in this game, but I don't know. MW3 does a lot of stuff better. This game, Classic Prestige, is better, obviously. So there's things that this game does better. Overall, I think MW3 is just a better product in general. The time to kill is a big part of it, though, I will say. I'm talking about MW3 from last year. I don't know what it is, but the first game I played, I didn't like it. I gave it a chance, but it's just not for me. How many times did you play it? I was thinking of that game. I wasn't thinking of the OG MW3. I personally love it, but to each their own. Just finished your podcast with Afterlife, was good. Thank you. There is going to be another part to that. We recorded for like 3 to 4 hours. I think he just wanted to do it in different parts. It was a fun talk though. I think people are trying to increase the weight of campaign in their own rankings to make overall games look worse or better, but honestly, it's still a mode they finished once and never touch again. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, I let it impact my ranking to a degree, but not substantially, because like you said, it's something I play once, never play again. It's not gonna make or break a game for me. Zombies and multiplayer though, yes, that'll make or break the game. Like MW3, if it had a better zombies mode, I think it has potential to be a top 5 COD. Multiplayer is probably top 5 for me. Zombies makes the overall game a little bit lower, but obviously the campaign was not good. But that doesn't harm it nearly as much as the zombies does for me. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose because holy shit, that sneeze was rough. That was one of those sneezes where like I feel it in there still, you know? Damn. That's just because Modern Warfare is simply superior going forward. You know what? I hope Black Ops 7 just comes out banging. I really do. We'll see. I mean, I still prefer Black Ops as a franchise, obviously. The only Modern Warfare game I like more than any Black Ops game is MW3. That's the only one. Every other Modern Warfare game I think is worse than every Black Ops game, including Black Ops 6. I think Black Ops 6 is better than every Modern Warfare game except for MW3 2023. So, like, you know. Actually, no. You know what? I'm talking specifically about multiplayer. If we include zombies, I think I like BO6 more than MW3. Just because zombies is so much better. But if I'm just talking about multiplayer, it's... yeah, this... MW3 clears. Infinity Ward needs to be a support studio. It hasn't made a good game since Infinite Warfare. I think they could make a good game. I just don't like their philosophy. Like, I think MW 2018 is a well-made game. It's just the design philosophy is just not for me at all. Like, I think it's just bad. MW2 2022 though, I think is a game that is not for me in terms of the design philosophy, but I also think it was not well put together. So it was almost like a double whammy there. There's elements of it I like, but most of it I don't. So like, I don't know. I don't mind them existing as like a studio because like there is a lot of people out there who like that style. They just have to nail that style better than they did, you know, previously. Preferably, they should just make a game more similar to Treyarch and Sledgehammer's games. That would make me happier, but you know, I want them to be their own studio at the end of the day. Like, do what they are passionate about. Just, you know, I hope that's something that's good. I wish Rockstar Games would develop Infinite Warfare 2. Smash Rushman or Zombies is canceled forever. I guess I have to do it. Shit. When you die, do you want your coffin to be a Juggernog machine? Never thought of that, but shit, why not? I would pay any amount of money to see Sledgehammer hijack the IWIP and do multiplayer modes with Jackal fighting like in World War II Advanced Movement Grapple Gun Space Warfare. Oh my goodness. See, that's the thing. Like, I would love that, but because IW didn't do well financially, like, it didn't do horrible, but it was in comparison to other CODs, it didn't do well. They're never going to touch Infinite Warfare again. It really hurts. But I do think there's potential we'll see a Space Warfare game again. They'll just never title it Infinite Warfare. No. Maybe, you know what I was thinking? Because I was trying to debate in my head what could that game possibly be titled, like Sledgehammer's next Call of Duty. I don't think it's going to be, like, let's assume it's going to be a new IP, right? What the fuck would it be called? Because I hope it's not a Modern Warfare or Black Ops title. Obviously, if they're going to do a futuristic game, it really shouldn't be a Modern Warfare title. Worst case scenario is they pull some bullshit and Sledgehammer has to make Modern Warfare 5. I'm not kidding. I think I would fall to the ground in agony if they had to make a Modern Warfare 5 a year after MW4. I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing with the COD franchise right now? I'd be like, what the fuck? That would be worst case scenario. if they had to make a Black Ops 8 or something, at least the Black Ops games give them a little bit more freedom to do what they want. Maybe they could still do a really far futuristic game as Black Ops 8. Still don't want them to do that, but you know, it'd be better than MW5, because MW5 would put them in a position where they have to do a modern game again. What are you kidding me? Advanced Warfare 2, I just don't see that happening personally. I would be fine with that. I think that'd be cool. I just don't see it happening because, again, that game is so old at this point. It's like 10 years old now. 11 years old, actually. And a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people did like it. A lot of people didn't, though. I just don't think they're going to do that. Definitely wouldn't do Infinite Warfare 2. I was thinking, do you think they'll just call it Future Warfare? Like, that was already a canceled game previously. Would they just call it Call of Duty Future Warfare? I don't know. I have no idea. What's up, Donuts? How you doing? IW focuses more on the milsim enjoyers, which there are many, myself included. Black Ops is more cartoony, action heavy. Yeah, that's what I've been like kind of saying, which is why I've never like had a big issue with Infinity Ward's games being the type of games I don't really enjoy as much, because I'm like, I know people out there like that. So if they're gonna do it, I just hope they at least nail that and make the best version of that they possibly can. But I will say, I don't mind certain milsim aspects. Like the milsim stuff, I'm fine. I'm honestly fine with like the aesthetic of the game being more milsim focused. They'll probably not do that though, because these wacky skins sell so well. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But I just do element of the milsim stuff I don't like is specifically in multiplayer. I feel like with respawn modes, it just doesn't work that well. Like search and destroy, it works pretty well. Like non-respawn modes, it works really well. Especially like Warzone, DMZ, like that works really well there. But when I'm playing like a multiplayer, like a fast-paced domination match or something, like I just don't think the tactical, like you gotta move slowly around the corners and that you get shot on one bullet, I don't think that works with the respawn modes in COD. So part of me hopes that if Modern Warfare 4 does go for that approach where it is similar to MW 2018 and MW2, I do hope that they at least change things up and maybe have like a slow time to kill playlist for like the respawn modes, and so people who want that can kind of have that mode for them. I feel like they could find a middle ground there. My idea actually was I think by default games should have a slower time to kill, but then they should have a tactical mosh pit that makes it kind of like 100 HP, so it's like in between 150 and not as fast as hardcore. Obviously hardcore is like really fast time to kill, something kind of in between that, so like those fans can have something that they'll really enjoy, but then the people who want the more like fast-paced cartoony action will probably get that in the core experience. So I think that would work well with like the Black Ops games especially. I'd be fine with that. My voice is starting to die though, so I am going to end the stream soon, but I want to read a couple more comments because I love this. Is my favorite part of the stream, is just reading comments. It's, to be honest. I never played MW2, so I wasn't a fan of the maps. Didn't have the nostalgia game, just felt clunky. Oh, you weren't a fan of the MW2 maps that were remade into MW3. That's fair, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of them either. But MW3's new maps, I don't know if you tried them. They are, in my opinion, so good. They're like, Sledgehammer was just cooking with those maps. I think Haven is actually, apparently Haven is a Sledgehammer map. Apparently Treyarch needed extra maps for this game, and so they took one of their maps. Well, they didn't steal it. I'm sure Sledgehammer was okay with giving it to them, but apparently that's one of their maps. I haven't tried it yet though, so I have no idea if it's good or not. Maybe we should try it now. I was gonna end the stream, but I forgot that I didn't even check out the new map. I completely forgot there was a new map. I was too busy playing the 420 modes, but we should probably try it out. Fans play story campaigns many times. I'm sure some do, but personally for me, I only replay them when I need like gameplay for a video, or like if it's been a long time since I played it, you know. Both Modern Warfare and Black Ops series have gone to shit. Yeah, I mean, there's nuance to it. I don't know. Like, I've definitely... Wait, that room looked really similar to the Shattered Veil garden room. Am I crazy? It looks similar to me. Yeah, so I don't know. Is this map going to end up being really good? Because if Sledgehammer was originally planning to add this in MW3, I feel like it might end up being pretty good. Because they only made like 1 or 2 maps that I didn't like in that game. Majority of them were fire. Dude, who was shooting at me? Okay, no, this is not the Shattered Veil garden room. It looked similar to it though. It looked similar to it. But yeah, what I was saying, I don't think like
Enemy C4.
I don't think it's as simple as the Black Ops franchise went to shit. Like obviously, you know, I think my favorite Black Ops games obviously are in the middle. The Black Ops 2, 3, and 4. I actually think Black Ops 1 is one of my least favorite Black Ops games, which sounds criminal to say, but I don't know, I just think it is. But I like Black Ops 6 more than Cold War, especially for zombies. Not multiplayer, but for zombies I do. By a lot. So I can't really say it's gone to shit. If I definitely think it's improving compared to last Call of Duty. But multiplayer, is it going to shit? Maybe, I don't know. You might have a point there, I don't know. I don't know. And I definitely don't like BO6 zombies nearly as much as some of the other zombies modes like BO2, 3, and 4. I do think it is interesting that how much I like the multiplayers very often lines up with the zombies modes. Like, think about this for a minute, right? My top 4 favorite multiplayer modes are the same as my top 4 favorite zombies modes. Not in the exact order, but like the games that exist in the top 4. So BO2, BO3, BO4, Infinite Warfare, right? The order always changes, but for zombies and multiplayer, those 4 games are in my top 4. So it's like weird that it lines up like that. I don't know why.
Enemy marksman down. Now's our chance. Contact. Hostile C4.
Ow.
They've got an assault pad.
But I do think the number 5 spot though for multiplayer and zombies, it doesn't line up anymore because I think my 5th favorite multiplayer is probably MW3 2023 at this point. But my 5th favorite zombies is either World War II or BO6. I've been jumping between them. Like, I kid you not, like throughout BO6's DLC season, those 2 games have been button heads for me. Like, I'm not sure which one is my number 5. I don't know. BO6 does a lot right, but it also does a lot wrong. So like, I think I have more fun playing World War II zombies, to be honest. I don't know. I've been really liking World War II zombies a lot more over the past few years. Like, a lot more. We need new IPs in COD. I agree. You know what I thought would be the coolest name for a Call of Duty game? Call of Duty No Man's Land. Does that not sound like the coolest fucking name ever? Especially if it was like a World War I game. I know they probably wouldn't ever do a World War I COD, but obviously the title No Man's Land would fit so well with that. But to be honest, it doesn't have to be a World War I game, because the concept of No Man's Land, I think the phrase comes from World War I, but it technically could exist in any altercation. It just, what No Man's Land means, it's like when there's like a stagnant battle between 2 groups, the area in between them is considered No Man's Land, like if they're kind of far away from each other. So if they were to make a campaign kind of based around that concept, then you can use the No Man's Land title just fine. I think that concept was used in COD Ghosts, if I'm not mistaken. I think one of the campaign missions is titled No Man's Land, I think. Obviously, Zombies uses the title with Origins, and because that was World War I themed, obviously, but also Area 51 on Moon. Isn't that, people call it No Man's Land, right? At least I do. I called it No Man's Land in a recent video, and someone was like, why are you calling it No Man's Land? It's Area 51. And I was like, I don't know, it's just something we call it. I don't know why we call it that, we just do. I don't know. It was a quick match. It was a fun game though. Did someone just comment real expert? So the guy in my lobby, Vice, just commented that. If they actually like recognize my name and they're not like watching the stream right now and they didn't like join it, that would be kind of crazy. I've gotten recognized in public once. One time I don't. I mean, happening on Call of Duty is not that crazy though, because I literally make COD videos. But goated YouTuber, oh, that's so nice. That's too sweet. Like I'm thinking in my mind, the person probably joined the game, like they knew I was streaming and then they joined. But if they literally just randomly came across me, that's kind of crazy. I gotta say. But it was crazy when it happened. It happened at a Red Lobster once. They didn't recognize me for this channel though. It was for my movie channel. They're like, "Oh, do you do those Game of Thrones reactions?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Are you kidding me? This is the craziest thing ever." Okay, well, I'll talk for like 3 more minutes, and then we'll have to head out. I'm like, my voice is on its last limbs. Okay. Always hated people wanting COD to be a milsim. I want colorful, fun maps like BO3 had. Want more maps like Splash and the map where you're at a small picnic. I think diversity is the most important thing, right? That is kind of what I've been preaching for COD. I don't think it needs to do a lot of everything, right? So like, one year should be one thing, the next year should be the next. Like, go back and forth with it. Obviously, I want the overall mechanics to be as good as possible, and that means something that I prefer. Obviously, people think I'm selfish for saying that, but it's like, no, obviously I want the mechanics to be what I prefer. That's anyone's gonna feel that way. But am I okay with them having like a mix of mechanics year to year just to make it like a bit different? Yeah, that's fine, as long as it's still like the best version of what it's going for, you know. But I'm still gonna criticize it nonetheless. If they come out with a new Call of Duty next year, or whatever, Modern Warfare 4, and it's a fast time to kill, I'm still gonna criticize it. I'm not gonna not criticize it, even if it still could work with what it's doing, you know. But I do think fast time to kills suck in COD. I really do. This is pure cope, but I really hope Treyarch will go back to experimentation and taking risks for Black Ops 7. Everything feels, it feels really weird how safe BO6 feels. Yeah, I agree. I think the only experimentation they've really done the past couple years has been with like different modes. Like obviously MWZ was a pretty big experiment, but I want to see them experiment within round based, right? Like I want to see them do like side quest boss fights and like, I was thinking of like some crazy ideas earlier. Like, well, I mean, here's the issue. A lot of it just takes more resources, and I think they don't have that necessarily, so they just need more resources, and I think they would be able to experiment more like that. Map unique mechanics is one of the main things. Like I want maps that play very, very different from each other, you know? Expert, are you aware that the time to kill in COD was about the same or faster than MW 2019 in every game prior other than BO4? It wasn't until BO4 Treyarch largely increased the time to kill. You can look up graphs. I'll show you a graph, but I do have a point to kind of debate you on that though, that I will mention. Let me look it up though, because I know Exclusive Ace did a time to kill graph. He did it for ARs specifically though, so it's kind of like, he did it for ARs and SMGs. Let me look. Where is it? Yeah, there's one that shows ARs. I'll show you guys. Let me change to the PC screen. There we go. So right here, might be kind of hard to see. I don't know. Let me open a new tab. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This is for SMGs. I could open up the other one as well for ARs. Well, this one's doesn't have as many CODs on it, but whatever. So the way he tests this, I mean, I don't know exactly how he tests it, but the thing that he mentions in the video that's important to keep in mind is that the older games had worse hit detections, right? That is the most important thing. Because of that, the games felt like they had slower time to kills than they actually do. So statistically speaking, yes, the time to kills in these older games are really fast. Like these are really, really fast. But they felt slower in practice because the hit detection wasn't as good. So over time, the hit detection got better and better and better, which meant that they kind of had to make the time to kills a bit slower, which is what they ended up doing. But then MW 2018 comes out and they just say, oh shit, let's make it slower again, or faster again, right? And you could see here, it is faster than every Call of Duty that came from BO3, IW, World War II, BO4. This is for, again, SMGs. Might be a bit different for ARs. But same general concept. Like these games are slower. Like obviously the higher it does on the graph, that's a slower time to kill, obviously. So it felt so jarring because we went from BO3, IW, World War II, BO4 with pretty slow time to kills. Obviously BO4 is a lot slower, like it's a big gap. Not as big as a gap when it's ARs. I know SMG seems to be a bigger gap, but ARs is a bit smaller of a gap. Still though, it's a big gap. These games are still significantly slower than Modern Warfare 2019 because I believe it hits that threshold where it'll take an extra bullet or two to kill. And that makes a pretty big, even a one bullet, extra bullet makes a big difference. It really does. So why is Pornhub, but what are you talking about, bro? What are you, all right. What was I saying? But yeah, so the hit detection, I think, is what makes these games not feel as fast. But also another point I want to make is that you say that I actually don't like the time to kills in most of these CODs. Like I've been very clear. I actually don't like these time to kills. Like I think it actually makes these games worse. Hence why none of these multiplayers, except for BO2, which has the slowest out of pretty much all of them, except for World at War, I guess. I don't love these multiplayers that much. I have nostalgia for them. Very, very much nostalgia for them. But like, to be honest, they're not even in my top, like, you guys will see when I upload my ranking. The original MW trilogy, all of them are below, they're not even in the top 10. Black Ops 1 is probably in the top 10, not too high though, probably like number 8 or something. World at War is one of my least favorite multiplayers. It just is, sorry. So like, time to kill, Ghost has one of the fastest time to kills in COD history. Don't like that multiplayer, right? So I don't agree with you because you say that most of them were either the same or faster. They technically were, there's a lot that were slower than MW 2019 that wasn't BO4. BO3, Infinite Warfare are the main ones. World War II as well. They were kind of like, all three of those CODs had similar time to kills. And to me, they were pretty decent time to kill values. But again, you have to take into account other things. Also, the weapon recoil and just the movements, like all of that affects it, I would say. So it's not just like the statistical value you have to keep in mind. But that's just a rant I wanted to go on because it's fun to talk about. Okay. Let's see the search history and type P. All right. You guys probably think I'm deleting shit right now. I just gotta make sure no personal information will pop up when I do this. Okay, that's good. Here you go. Here you go. Where is this button? PC screen. Oh wait, hold on. P. Puzzle definition. I don't know who the hell that. I think that's a character from Marvel I was looking up earlier today because no clue. And then here's my influencer thing. Portfolio, careers, I don't know, whatever. It's boring shit. Who is this again? Oh yeah, some Marvel character because someone leaked the characters that are coming in Doomsday. And I don't know if they were real or not. Like I have no idea if they were real leaks. But that girl was one of the characters that was leaked and I was like, who the fuck is that? I had to look her up. I was like, I don't know who the fuck you are. But yeah. Man, you got a multiplayer tier list like Chaos of Zombies list, Kino best map. I love new MW3 MP, but can't agree OG's MW and BO1 weren't goated. It's so hard because that's why I don't want to make the video because it's like, I know it's gonna get that like, you know, it happened last time I did it. And last time I did that ranking, it was 2021. I put World at War in last place. This is not counting, like, I'm not counting the first 3 CODs. I start with COD 4. World at War I put in last place. Please, for the love of God, somebody tell me what is actually good about that multiplayer aside from it has cool atmosphere and I guess some of the maps are pretty good. I can't think of a single other thing that's good about that multiplayer. I just don't. I think it's one of the clunkiest. The hit detection is god awful. Like half the bullets you hit don't even land. The gun balance is trash. The perk balance is trash. Tanks on any map is always not fun, in my opinion, unless you're playing search and destroy. So a lot of things I just think about that game that is just awful. It's a lot of ways a reskin of COD 4. Like they didn't even add that much to the game. So I put that in last place and people are like, what are you doing? But like realistically, I feel like the big reason people love that COD is because, look, you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but is it possible to give an argument about why World at War is great, multiplayer, not campaign, multiplayer, without mentioning nostalgia? You know what I mean? Is there nostalgia to mention? Is there anything beyond nostalgia? I'm like, I can't think of anything. Like, I had so much nostalgia on it too, but I don't think I've had fun on World at War multiplayer since like, I don't know, 2013 maybe? I don't know. World at War MP is just COD 4 but worse? Yeah. I like COD 4 a lot more because of the remaster. The remaster actually made it a lot better for me. You can't really compare like connection and stuff. The game is super old. You have to look at it for its time. But here's the thing, Ryan. Here's the thing. COD 4 had much better hit detection. MW2 had much better hit detection. So I technically am comparing it for when it was made. But even then, it was still worse than the games next to it. You know what I mean? In terms of how the connection felt and like all that. Not to say MW2 and COD 4 had the best hit detection, but it was certainly much better than World at War. Which is especially rough with how some of the guns are in that game. Like, it just always feels like a clunky mess to play. I'm sorry. It's felt like that for me for a while. I used to really like World at War multiplayer, but I really think it was just nostalgia, man. I had so much fun on it as a kid. But like, it's aged poorly, and so I'm gonna rank it low. Like, I can't in good conscience, like, I have a ton of issues with COD Ghosts and MW 2019 and MW2 2022. But those games, I can at least name a couple of things I like about it. World at War, I can think of 2 things, maybe. You know? Even the best maps on World at War, they were remastered in better CODs. So, like, if I want to play Courtyard, I'll go play Black Ops 2. And hopefully Dig shows up, you know? So, I don't know. I think it's aged so bad. If it got the MWR treatment and got a remaster, I think World at War could be so much better, but it's not for me anymore. It does feel wrong putting it in last place. It does, but I just can't justify putting it higher. I really, really can't. I was a dude who got your game, always loved your vids, and defend Black Ops 4 Zombies with you on Twitter. Much love. Dude, you gotta scroll back to when I saw that. I was so happy that someone said that. I'm not even kidding. I appreciate that though. I was just chilling. I was like, I assumed it was someone who like was on my stream and then just joined, but I guess you just randomly came across me, which is crazy. But I was like, that is so nice. Thank you. Play Dead of the Night. You know what? If I had a throat of steel, I would right now, but this voice is gonna die. Like, I need to end the stream soon. I've been saying that for 20 minutes. I always think playing zombies maps when they are out contributes to how much they are loved. At least for me, I didn't play Black Ops 1 until all the maps were out, and I'm not a big fan of Black Ops 1 zombies. Yeah, that's totally fair. That's how it usually is for most people. Which is why I do consider, and like, I'm gonna sound so pretentious saying this, but like, hear me out. I do think I offer an interesting perspective on Call of Duty as a whole, whether it's multiplayer or zombies, because I have been there for every single release for every Call of Duty since Call of Duty 3. Technically, I barely can count those first couple ones because I was so young, but I technically did play them during those years. Realistically, I should probably start at World at War because that's when I really started getting into COD. But I've been there for every single like prime of each game, played every single DLC as they released. Like, I was there for every zombies map launch, like, except for I don't think I played Verrückt at its launch or Shinonuma. I think I waited until BO1, but at least that when BO1 came out, like from then on out, I got every single launch map or every single DLC map like on day one. So I do think, like, if there's any bias there, like, I kind of shield it by the fact that like I've been there for everything. Like, there's not a single game that has like a bias over me where I'm like, okay, that game I played at launch, but I didn't play this other one at launch. Like, that bias just isn't there because I played all of them at launch, you know? So I also play them consistently even after the life cycle is over, which I think that contributes to the way you feel about the game more than anything. Like, people who have never played, or people who haven't played World at War multiplayer since it released, I'm not surprised they would have a positive feeling on the multiplayer because they haven't played it since it was, you know, in its prime. Obviously, that's gonna have a really good memory for them. But because I played World at War, I play at least a couple matches of World at War multiplayer every year for sure, at least a couple. So it's gonna age poorly for me more and more because I'm consistently playing it and seeing how badly it's aging over time. You know what I mean? So I think that also contributes to that, which is why I don't ever let nostalgia get in the way of my like rankings, is because like I just don't have that in my mind. I'm like, I play the game so much over the years that nostalgia doesn't, like, it's there, but it's like, you know what I mean? I also have nostalgia for the games that came out like 3 years ago at this point. Like, nostalgia comes with you, you know, like it keeps coming. I have nostalgia for fucking, what was it? Cold War's DLC season. Like, even though I had a lot of issues with that game, I have a lot of nostalgia for that game, even though it was just a couple of years ago. So, have you seen the Chaos Zombies bundle in the shop? Yeah, don't even get me started on it. It kind of pissed me off a little bit because, like, this was a really cool thing that was in Black Ops 4 Zombies. And look, if they bring it back as a piece of equipment in this game, I'll eat my words. But as is, it's literally just like a bundle buddy. Like, what the hell is it? Like, why is it there? Put it in the zombies mode, you know? Like, as a unique map specific thing though, I don't want to see it just get thrown as like, if they put it as like a monkey bomb skin, I think I would cry. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sad tears. I've been here since COD 2, but all I get is minimized as a sledgehammer dick rider. Dude, I've been labeled as a Treyarch dick rider for so many years, it's not even funny. And like, which is crazy because this year I'm defending like, I like Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer more than BO6. So I've been like, not, you know what I mean? Like, but those people always call me that, and I never understood it because I always said Infinite Warfare was one of my favorite CODs. It's like, if I was such a, like, you know, person who was so biased towards Treyarch and I just only like Treyarch games, why would I think Infinite Warfare is one of the best CODs? You know, that just doesn't make sense. I think what makes more sense is that I just happen to like the mechanics and the features that Treyarch usually puts into their games that also happen to carry over into Infinite Warfare, which is why I like that game so much. It's not about the studios, you know, but the studios do have some consistencies. Sledgehammer, I've noticed, is really good with events. They made great World War II events. Even Vanguard had some pretty cool events. So they've done in Modern Warfare 3 obviously as well. So there's definitely a lot of things that are consistent. But some that, like, out of nowhere, they'll just release a game that's like so different than the other ones. Infinite Warfare is a great example. Infinity Ward literally out of nowhere just made a game that's basically a Treyarch game. And that's why I loved it so much, you know? You have to rank them for their time. Every game is going to age. Well, okay, here's the thing. I do rank it partially on that though, but I do also rank it how I feel about it today. But when I say they age poorly, I don't mean they age poorly like graphically. Like, graphically obviously is, I'm not gonna, you know, negatively rate it on that unless the graphics were bad back then, obviously. But if it's like graphics, obviously I'm never gonna hold that against it. I don't even hold like hackers and glitches against it because, yeah, that's gonna happen with the older games over time. That's whatever. They had bad security back then. That's fine. Unless the hacking was like an issue back then again, but it really wasn't, except for Black Ops 2. No, actually, I think all the games had hacking issues, even not like during their life cycles. It was usually a couple years after. But when I mean age poorly, I mean like even the mechanics age poorly. Like, some of them just don't. I see what COD can become, and I think inevitably it does have to make me not like those games as much because I'm sitting there and I'm like, it just works so much. Like, Pick 10 is a great example, right? We didn't know how great the class system could turn into. So of course back then I'm not like hating on the fact that those games don't have the Pick 10 system because it wasn't even invented yet. But because we have it now, or we had it with Black Ops 2 and on, like, up to Black Ops 4, I saw how good the class system could be. Of course I'm going to prefer that class system over those old ones. And even those older systems worked for its time, it still is going to put a leg up over those older games just because the class system's so much better. You know what I mean? Like, it's a mixture of everything. Like, yes, I'm thinking of how it was when it came out, but I'm also thinking of just how much I enjoy the game, even up till like from when it launched up till today. Kind of like, it's like a whole thing. I do the same for zombies maps as well. What's crazy when you consider the nature of the trailer and feedback stuff I did for MW3, which involved me exposing every little flaw with the game, I am ironically Sledgehammer Games' biggest critic. That is true. You were pointing out the flaws, which, you know what's like, I don't, there's a side note, we can go on all night talking about COD, but people act like when you criticize the game that like the developers are like they hate that. Like, I don't think the developers hate that. The developers hate, likely, I'm not gonna speak for them, I'm just gonna, what I think is probably the case, they probably hate when people are assholes about it. Like, and that's fair. Like, obviously they're gonna hate that if people, like, you know, specifically call them out on things and like in a really negative, nasty way that a lot of people do. That is where it starts to become a problem. But just being like, hey, I don't like this feature of this map, hey, I don't like this mechanic, I don't like this map, like, I don't think they hate that. They feedback is important. Feedback is so good. I feel the way about my YouTube channel. I don't want people to not tell me what they have a problem with my channel. Like, tell me what's wrong. Like, if you don't like my videos, you think they're shit, please tell me. I would rather you tell me instead of you just clicking off the video and never watching again. I would rather you tell me what's wrong so I can maybe work on it. Or maybe I can politely disagree and tell you why the channel is that way and why I can't do what you want me to do. Like, you know, that's, either way it works, but it's good to just know what people feel. So like, I don't know, I feel like developers probably want that too, as long as it's respectfully given, of course. Don't be an asshole about it. So that's why I don't get it. Like, people are like, oh, they're like, oh, you stop complaining. Like, why would we stop complaining? If you don't like something, we're paying $70 for this game, plus bundles and battle passes. We deserve to have the right to criticize some shit. Like, that's just how, that's how the transaction works. You know, you criticize it because you're paying. The same way it works when you're getting a meal at a restaurant. If you go to a restaurant, you thought the meal was garbage, you might leave a Yelp review about it. You might leave a whatever review. I don't know, whatever sites do food reviews. You might do that. What you're not gonna do is you're not gonna go to the back of the kitchen and yell at the chef and be an asshole. Like, no, you're not gonna do that. Because again, you shouldn't do that with developers either. But leaving a review online or something, that's totally fine. And guess what? I'm sure the restaurant wants it. Now, look. What is the best case scenario? Obviously, 0 critics is probably the best case scenario if everyone actually loves it, though. The worst case scenario is that everyone hates it and they don't tell you why. So imagine a restaurant gets nobody coming to the restaurant because everybody thinks the food sucks. Nobody tells them what's wrong, so they have no idea why people aren't eating their food. But if people just let them know, oh, it's because you guys use too much salt, then they can stop using so much salt, and maybe they can fix the problem with the restaurant. You know, I don't know, stuff like that. I think criticizing the games, it makes sense, and that's why I like to do it on my videos. I think it's important. I think the developers probably can utilize that information effectively, and it's also fun. I think it's fun to talk about what works and what doesn't work for you. I think that's part of the idea of being a content creator and discussing these games. I think it would be so boring if I just never talked about it. Like, if I hated the game, I probably wouldn't talk about it, but I don't hate these games. I think I enjoy every COD at least a little bit, you know? So. Okay. Yeah, the GTA 6 delay was really sad. But I'm also okay with it because as a content creator, I'm okay with it because then it's not going to be too hectic when Black Ops 7 comes out. Because if those games release at the same time, oh my god, that'd be nuts. I have channel feedback, you're not live 24/7. Shit, maybe we should do it. We'll just sleep streams and everything. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been called a Treyarch fanboy and hater on the same day. Oh, for sure, yeah. Your recent vid on zombies mechanics based on votes was great. Wish Treyarch could actually understand what most zombies players wants. Well, yeah, to be fair, the polls were meant to be like for the online community, so I don't really know how casuals feel. I made that clear in the video. I'm like, I don't know. Like, these polls can go either way if you actually like polled every single zombies player ever, but who knows? I don't know what changes they're gonna make. I was thinking about it with loadouts, like why don't they make a change to loadouts? And Afterlife was the one who mentioned it to me. If you haven't seen Afterlife's videos, go check him out. He mentioned it. He was like, he believes the loadout system is probably this way because they want you to buy a bundle item in the shop and then be able to directly use that bundle item instantly when you go in the game. They don't want you to have to wait for it, right? And I was thinking of that, and I was like, oh, fuck, you might be right. Like, that might be the reason why loadouts are even a thing in the first place. I don't even think it's a gameplay-related thing. I think it literally is. They want to make sure that when you buy that bundle item, you can use it right away. That would suck if that was the case, but that does hurt. I do hope they can change the loadout system for sure. Because I was thinking Warzone, you don't start off with your loadout gun. You have to earn your loadout gun in Warzone. So I don't know. I guess it just depends. But there are specific Warzone modes that do let you start out with your loadout gun. So again, zombies could do that same thing. Just have separate modes for it. I don't know. Figure out something. There's definitely a way to make it work for sure. And I hope that Black Ops 7 can do it. Literally, COD 4 is the only IW game that didn't have something extremely broken with it or be hated beyond belief. Yeah, that is true. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Thank you all for watching. This was a fun stream, very different than the usual stream, but I had a good time with it. Hopefully some new videos coming soon. A video I've planned. You know what? I'm not gonna spoil it actually. I want you guys to just be surprised when the video. No, actually, what am I talking about? I'll just tell you guys. I have a video planned where I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be titled multiplayer maps. I don't know what I'm gonna title actually. Multiplayer maps that would fit in zombies. And I have a whole list of multiplayer maps that I think would be really cool zombies maps. And I'm going to be like exploring the maps and kind of talking about how cool it would be as a zombies map. I don't know if that video is going to do well, honestly. It's a really out there idea that it could flop, but it could also do decent. Who knows? So hopefully it'll do okay. I'm probably going to film it soon. It's going to take a while, but I have like 30 maps I want to talk about because there's a lot of maps throughout zombies history that could definitely, like, in terms of like the theming, like it would fit a zombies map, you know? Stuff like Fog from COD Ghosts and I don't know, I forget what other maps I had on there. I had a lot of maps on there, but there's a lot. Okay. Most BO3 maps can fit it. Yeah, a lot of BO3 ones. All right, I will see you all later. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.